gold. And Ghana yet number 1 in Africa. Number 1 producer of gold in Africa. If you pass away number 1, Africa. Na unyi a dime them. Na here for our memu. Na sika the ebedi kra yenya. Okoto wacha untiminto. Among 4 dabontain. And so you're number 1 producer of gold in Africa and number 6 in the whole world. We are number 2 a producer of cocoa. Ghana is the 2nd largest economy in West Africa, 2nd to Nigeria. And when Sikanaway. And how can you be number 1 producer of gold in Africa? Produce 3.8 million ounces of gold, and the value is $6.8 billion. $6.8 billion. Afe Yemra oil, crude oil, $5.2 billion. And you know, Kabuma, $12 billion.
Dog can cocoa the NBM.
Cocoa near 2.7.
Okay.
Gold 6.8 billion. Sika na dollars yo nye cedis. Gold 6.8, oil 5.2, cocoa 2.7. And in there they be many abre natural resource because share gold any oil no kwa $12 billion. Exchange rate near 11 and you multiply 12 by 11 set near here. Ghana's comma 132 billion cedis. Oil sika 5.2 billion, which I'm saying about a buying. Oil near $5.2 billion.
5.2. Sika yenya for last year. 5.2.
Yeah, for export, last year export.
Okay, $5.2 billion. And Ghana
1.4.
They are kind of way.
They are kind of yeah. 3.8. Yomodia. 3.8. Say and criteria no my cousin sign. The Biana mekan contract maybe a new. So no what the sika na be shame. Anti yes access over the sika be shame. You want to the scanning call. And there should be no reason why we should have the poor amongst us at this time. When you are number 1 producer of gold in Africa, number 1, South Africa crime. They say South Africa crime. Oko Botswana, the value of a good year and resource just 60% of Ghana there. Ghana here value now. Say 100, the Botswana there is 60. And so called the Botswana correct your money or man. Yet yan taxi sanitary pad, Botswana which is sanitary pad free. Omo university students AJ allowance free. Yet yan taxi sanitary pad. And you Omaya to gold. We are number 1 producer of gold in Africa. Or taxi sanitary pad. I'm not looking at the Agyapng as well. Buy my main car say me money about so now the video be a here. And it's true. But say he's ashamed, and all parliamentarians should be ashamed, sir. What they say, your cost production sharing card the year can once a month. Royalties now, royalties, you accept royalties a rate 5%. 5%. When that will be too good. I say, oh man, I'll be too oil. I say, no, we have 5% royalties. And you now we are number 1 producer of gold in Africa. There are 54 countries in Africa. We are number 1. What are you telling me? DRC, Angola, we need to go to Guinea Bissau, we need to go. Buy a number 1.
So beyond
can you be number 1? Now, that's why you have double track. We are number 1. Now, school feeding. This is a man demonstration. Some of your we are number 1 producer of gold. Now, I'm 40 here. We are number 1 producer of gold in Africa. Like to friends, so now.
Wabusia for my mama nyina akwa ba jasu dwumedie no live on OK 101.7 FM. I pray say Ghana for mrantie ne maba wa de Dr. Edusa akode kan ye. These are the things ye dey adwene bekoso. Ghana ye dachi ni nyina abrofo na fako nya se omu di tuo besi yeso and then yes slave trade the time number for see you yen ya na ye sign contract fun and ye ton man no Ajapade na de ya na say ye ton anya 1 year o ye sign 100 years 50 years na ya sign na ye de amomu no omu de ko the doctor ko de kind of very this is the issue wasn't trendy or Ghana. This is the issue. These are the issue. Mini media for nyina what's it the biaria. This is a critical issue. What's it can? You go the atom free. Say Ghana. Asiem pro one crack AGC no. China for na beto AGC. And omodeko. Yeah, a bauxite. And you come out the same China for Sino-Hydro. And you had a pokuase kakray. Ye de koye swami swami krampon ka ho pokwase aboso kan interchange no ene north de ya etamale interchange ya omuso wo mu ye chesa asa ankai wo say bauxite ni so missan Ghana shebre asante we no kra no ye de bauxite ni free honom no Ibrahim Mahama kwaje se de bi enye se ye de ma Ibrahim Mahama ba ya dia koma China for ma ya de Sino-Hydro ya de kakra bi nti de be dia ni interchange no Sino-Hydro no ye begia ni interchange no eye Ghana youth no mu future no na ye sign no enura ni ne ye ya ko sign ni lithium ya sign am abro for 15 years enu po de me ambo abugina po abaso kakra but it say still no a little bit of cost 90 kakra o ma ya de say Ghana ye wo shares wo company ni mu a royalties no kra no for this one omo ye royalties 10% instead of 5% na many doctors are called can wasem ye complain no. What these are one of the issues that Canada Japan say what can wasem say obe change. Except that unim Canada Japan crack can can me share and trust baby because see sa abrofo aparachi ni businessmen no. Any multinational so for say the more power no. E we penny for no so no. Almost so much power we penny for so mo ba sign no ma sign. And at least we put the abugina upon my idea so and royalties in 10%. But still, massa, it goes yaga. Because Diana lithium near Diana. Say what the other 10% near royalties plus shares Ghana aqua shares company no. It's your shares or company apart from royalties don't bet your shares or company. Yes, our shares. Australia for no parent company na Australia no yes our shares um do ka kan nyina boma ye 19% but royalties in there 10% o ka de aka ni nyina boma na ye 19 even that one 19 as again just a dodo no ankofo de ko nyina mo de ko enti gold ye nya hwe kohwe boase na kohwe pristia kohwe takwa there's nothing there me kase obeka se fie kasa wa ba wo de ko so wo de wu bi water kwa na boss pristia ko busa ho ko boase tutuka the entire boys na wo boase ni amanse bo adanse the whole of adanse ni amanse ya o munyina do o mo che galamse ni say abrofo to God no over 100 years wo de ko Cape Town was South Africa asphalt ba ko kra ni ho ko Cape Town was South Africa asphalt ba ko kra pothole ba ko kra ni ho pothole ba ko kra ni Cape Town babra Ghana babra oboase na be hwe se de oboase tie na no road bia mo koye na oboase township kakra yi eno kra kota no mo ye yo ye kan bre ansa na mo koye oboase no town roads kakra di aka nyina mo nye oboase free obo o de amame che oboase akotia takwa pristia huni valley aboso ko all these mining towns no development no ejuma na Ghana for youth yete ho na mama grand asem na yekoka efa mo nieme hia Ghana youth nieme hia na yedwen ho o ka say law na ye the divorce she move for nothing our year contract a specific a straightforward the law enye concern say mo a law Inti contract obia betimi repudiate obia betimi atwene ho afi contract me nye contract ni bi enye force na law no asa make provision say obre na wo se wo nye contract na ware ni bi mu a formula ni nie ye betu alimony ana mpata sika say na etua no ye behwe nkwara wo ma say enye ye business it's a matter of law by ye jai Ghana minerals na e dia ma Australia for no Ghana won 19% pay. Over almost 80% abrofonafa. Gold that cocoa I diano wa Ghana have free say tete kwashidi free Fernando Paul Bray. You gold no. 100% in abrofon energy. You gold syndicated capital kakrebi. How many cocoa areas? What you call dance a baby? Me ko one of the places that I'm person is school diner or school diner or na dance odumase dance e atakwame dan dance odumase. Ko o e atakwame dan. School feeding class, school for an it's a cocoa growing area. A brony bidono. Meanwhile, Ghana youth, yeah, yeah, double track of Ghana education system. Ghana youth, yeah, you're continuing Nanama ground. So, Jani Kuno, Seni Kuno, is that your business? Nanama Magro, or baby, I want you to do. One, I bet you know the unwiring our own. Is that our business? Is that our business? They're not a waste your time. Ya sign Ghana Lithium contract and na ya. I remember Abuja na po video ni cheo. Na mbeto aso. How many Ghanaian youth na mu pomunim si ya sign? How many years ya sign 15 years contract in 15 years. Obe ya na 15 years. Mo be ya demonstrations are 15 years. Mo be swa complaints are 15 years. Now ko fund the call. 80% they are taking it away to their country. Onye ho. Future no. Media ya mistake po gold bu. Ya mistake o cocoa mu e cocoa eh. Na me see cocoa board for crab penny for living large check cocoa careful. Cocoa board for penny for to koya. First class in business class no mote. Bisa cocoa careful ne say. Do simple na full plane na cocoa simple da. Na campus wa full plane po akwa abrochire. Cocoa careful many young people. Oka tenso nko dua cocoa se there be Addae because cocoa ni amana Addae na here for and asebi o sebi ebru akuafo ye bu omo kwase. Me and you, we are not worried about that. My year contract, parliament take serious decision before Ghana. Ghana youth, they are not concerned and fire home. Obia wali a ojai, and then chase Buachikoa, and then Anama my ground, and then we say, and then we say, and I miss Bell now, and say who, and they hearing, and say who. But up to now, how many youth, 11 years, how much has been collected by government? How many people know? That is a job a port no dodo say ni nyina ye kambo ma ekosi ahe sika ye gi and dodo say ni ye education dodo say ni ye di kotua work sika dodo say ni ye di kotua ex gratia now no ye elections now from 2016 and Addae by 2020 ex gratia say ni ye tua youth no ye concern and fire ho ex gratia say no man pedi is excellent na nado obetina konwa so yi Gracia send ye 4 years no because Prenyakufo do be ko years abetua Gracia 4 years ni biom from 2020 to 2024 ye betua ho Gracia do you know Mahama betina so 8 years Gracia ye tua ye ema MPs ministers any judges ni ade do you know unim but we are concerned about Nana Brown ono ojaware ne sika Nana ma begiji se ni kunu nka so person de ne ho che no sika o person o je no Nana Nikunu so pass because beji on Nana ho no because a 2 ways na law no hwe no the law has made provisions for everybody obeja wayo obetenemu so it is not none of our business mum fire dwene ko ye man no contract ya wo ma say we di 20 years 15 years na be so no Lithium contract we be say end no na we di 35 o na wa wo ma no etika na ye de amancrofo no Koshe Dubai, omo oil kakra no. Ye di tue school fees into ko Dubai untue school fees. Owo a untuaka. Untuaka. Ubesi da akra abani to me sama grant. Ji fa kosi udai netina mu Dubai. Ghana goodie ayewo. Nyankopon ma ye oil. Wa ma ye gold. Wa ma ye lithium waka ho. Wa ma ye cocoa. Asase kura the bush from kura be fifi wo Ghana. But still we can't manage your mind. Youth no we are not concerned. Sika ye tam Ghana sika susu na ye de atua S gracia. Ma member Abujinafo video no nche. At least to be fair to Abujinafo ministry no. O metimi the royalties no Dr. Dufo na di free 3.5%. And they call 5% into yambo Dr. Dufo abaso. And Abujinafo the royalties na free 5% to a cabinet decision. And no mo dey about 10%. Into at least say okay. But see ne krakra ne kase ne de na Dr. Sako de kan say yenye te say Botswana for what be before to say yen o Botswana for omo diamond no wo mo ye adwuma na omo gimu either so omo 50-50 and so omo gimu 60%. And no na can the Japan can say, why can't you oil your gold, your cocoa? Yen ye 2 years, yen ye taking decision, Barbara for a treble. And then a gun and cassa ya over for your cocoa, way now bet ya, on taco. Over for your gold, way now bet ya. Over for your lithium, no so I say now bet ya. Ghana, ya better was near 2 years. GMPs and cassa yemra. Parliament approves our plan, no say. By 2016, ka GMPC, etumi adane ho so, na ka GMPC na ka say 2 Ghana oil. GMPC discuss that Ghana ka also GMPC di 2 oil no. Omo dey support Black Stars. And esika no ko hye, ways and means, omo dey go tua ways and means or Black Stars. And esika na hye. Besi ne boys nya adwuma nye. Say esika na mo dey go ways and means or Black Stars no. And ka GMPC this esika no kra, e see factory foforo a ka by now tema boy to mo ye adwuma omo ye. Ken na nya say tema boy bebre hye no. Shini yes, what them. She any ashawo any ebo. Adumani ho. You can't blame them. You cannot blame the young people. Adumani ho. Or something from Chromosy Tamana or the factories over 100 factories go on. Who so be because she wo. Do not send an ashes at time no. 1957 1960 na Ghana nya independence. Ye be republic no. Young men ni young women do not send an ashes we. Adumani ho nti obi ashe. And I can ye di kogu chacha so. Ye kwa my bet. Super bet. And wa ye shiwi ani e chaloto. Ye shiwi ani e chaloto. The no. This is a country. Na you to know the imagine be koso say. Mo ko sign lithium contract no why na mo born amane. How many Ghanaians here are stakeholders are that? And mo to Australian company. Mo friend Ghana for kra abugina podo do send abeye fellow Ghanaians. Ebe ka che Ghana for say fellow Ghanaians. Ghana ni o ye lithium no ye pese yeton na ye ni sika ye di betu GMPC for so ni sika mu di betu nti akofa Australia biaba Australia for aba na this is what they are proposing. How many times omu wie ye no ma say the omu wie am ka che de na ye be ye betimi aka say mo Ghana 50% shares instead of 90% no we can't do anything. But to be fair to Abugina Pony in the ministry and say even the idea somebody at the end free 5% now Dr. Do for the call, you know. Dr. Do for the free 3.5 or they call 5% royalties. Somebody got 10% in Pono, a year, be fan 14 a year. But ne papa ni say ke be kon 50-50. And now say yeah pepe sika ye di tia S gracia. Any sika bosia Ghana your public debt. Say I can go 600 billion. Your public debt no. Okay, the big can ni I did 2 year gold. Yeah, I did 2 year lithium. Now the gold in podi enko. You did 2 year lithium na can Ghana konenim. We dey ragina po mame. Tieno.
As I've indicated, we concluded an agreement with Atlantic Lithium for the exploitation of lithium in Ewoya in the central region of our country. And today, I am happy to report through you to the country on behalf of the President and his government that we are granting to the company, Atlantic Lithium, a mining lease to commence the construction of the mining of lithium in our country. For the avoidance of doubt, this is the first lease granted for the mining of lithium in our country. This is going to be the first lithium project in Ghana. And distinguished guests, the lease we are signing today, I should emphasize, differs from our standard mining lease. Standard mining lease we've been signing for many years in respect of gold, manganese, bauxite, and other known minerals in our country is fundamentally different from the one we are going to sign today. And as I've explained, this is because of the policy approved by Cabinet, which is to say that green minerals are to be treated differently. And if you want, for want of a better expression, the mistakes which were made in the past, in the past will not be repeated with respect to the green minerals of our country. And so the lease we are signing today, as I've indicated, among others, has innovative provisions such as, and I'll list them copiously, such as 1, an increase in royalties rate from the standard 5% to 10%. The company will therefore pay 10% royalties on all minerals mined. 2. An increase in the state free carried interest from 10% to 13%. Government will therefore hold 13% shares in the company, which we will not pay for, but will be entitled to dividends and other rights. 3. An additional government participation through the acquisition of shares. Thus, in addition to the 13% shares, government, through the Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF, will acquire additional 6% shares in the mining company and 3.06% shares in the holding company, which is listed on the Australian and London Stock Exchange. This will bring government's interest in the company to 19% in the local company and 3.06% in the foreign holding company. Additionally, government and MIF will have representations on the board of both the local company and the foreign company to protect government's interests. To ensure that other interested Ghanaians benefit from this mining operation, the company will list on the Ghana Stock Exchange, and their shares will be made available to Ghanaian entities and individuals, including SNIT, pension funds, and other high-income individuals. In addition to all taxes, royalties, and levies, including 1% growth and sustainability levy, the company, Atlantic Lithium, will also pay 1% of its revenue into a community development fund to be utilized for the development of communities impacted by their operations. In terms of value,
until the IFNC and say this is I just wanted you to have an import or say Agyapng lithium na Ghana dia. It is a gold that you be mining. It is a bauxite na you be mining no. Because before Ghana ya bauxite ho adwuma no. Onim say bauxite na Valco use bauxite no dey aluminium no. Omo na ne ye aluminum sa no dey aluminium dey ma alloys. Na Valco kofa fi Jamaica bra eba Ghana. Enti we enye bie no anye ye nim da report ye wo ha. Yeah, that's not even the only bauxite. They be so watch him. Ni nyina ye Ghana dia. Me problem am me catch youth no. Mon farmer dream cost ne say yes sign contract we nyina no. Busa ho say where lies your interest? Where lies the jobs? Oh interest no jobs no here. And a minister ni church him say this is how our market shareholders royalties na Ghana jeno. That the nyina free 90 could over 100 years. Ghana royalties are your way of gold my ya nyina just 3.5 pay. Dr. Dufo Mahama time at a was a time. I'm not Dr. Dufo minister of finance. And I'll say there be extra. I know they call 5%. And look, mining companies say there be too much. No, they call 5%. And I abudina poemu. They call 10%. At least it's a progression. But ne papa ni say ya we must control the wealth. Near the bia blanco for. But who can be na manti ene economists na catch us massa. Yenya 100% grant Ghana for penny for be fair percentage. And eventually no Ghana for her. Jobs no will not come to Ghanaians. But it's this way. That is why the quest or the search for leadership is very important. Leader ye benyano junior work and iswadi hu passion kuma pa or so best Ghana because that matter ma ko formula ne dia mo aye o da matter ma ko formula no ye ya gia to say never. Because over 100 years, Ghana gold, and to me, I'm Ghana shebre. Over 100 years, cocoa, and Ghana shebre. Now we are the oil, and me say, oh, the Ghana economy no. First, before oil labor, you see a nisika. President Kufuor no to no kasi yanko hepik no. What can say yanko hepik? Because he nisika ntino taxes near general noso. And no credit the nyansa smartness. You're a boundary do I know your finance minister or President Kufuor time or the talk time tax by say or be on the mobile phone baby a fabra free call now we no near the tax not to so fantastic idea and not a man sikani because youth employment and a man youth employment Kufuor soldiers boys police for ya and getting any do traffic that is how they all came about and next the kakrano oil ne buy ebusa se oil sika na we from atamel to time one beti ne Ghana oil sika no won feel we Ghana economy dey bia am say budget support ya dey acquire budget support capacity building. Brofosa. You one single factory. Yes, Sikana enya oil no. Kaka ya boa no ya de akosi factory way. So that to be oil factory. By the way, before from Ghana boys benye adwuma ye. Ghana boys so omo ehia omo. Singing party slogans. Shirada, ezu no one ehia omo. No agi 20 Ghana no akoto aba. G 50 Ghana no akoto aba. 30 Ghana no akoto aba. We are no about demonstration. The critical issues no are not interesting for Ghana for. Emranti de mabawa na mu future. Any essence sign, we ba no assign. Oil no we assign. Now no ya ne aka energy. We ba no assign. No de ko. Na we so aba database no assign. We be hwe kro no aye tu. We de hwe oil. Western region aye tu oil no asase no so. Development say na kon Western region. We de hwe aye friends bauxite. Ye tu na Ashanti region. Development say na kon so Ashanti region. Out of the bauxite money. Development ahe na kon. Na Ghana for we are not angry enough. I say we make a Western region for under President Mills. Nay atiburukusu. Because he was the board chairman of GMPC. Nebaya minua bema nti o me papa. I told this man, say nana, when you are furi nyina kasa say oil ya discover our Western region as no. There should be a percentage. When you parliament ni anya law. Ni kasa there's a percentage there was a development or Western region specifically. Ghana gas krani ya besi no nkran. Statistical service for your assessment. Oh, 90% of Ghana taxes, but we refuse Ghana oil no. Yeah, the abesi headquarters to Accra. A Western region for oil no. Mudi aba besi Ghana gas e wa Accra. Me wa gas no ye tu no ye first say Western region. E so mudi Ghana gas na besi Accra. Mudi Ghana gas na besi Accra nti ye tua taxes no Accra say oh Western region for the omo fa hwe ma. Rubber, ye to the Western region. Rubber, ye to the Western region. Ghana cocoa, ye free Western region. Apart from the other regions, no mutu omuye cocoa no. Do not have Western region. Development is sign near the call Western region. Ghana kwan bone headquarters in Western region ewo. From Enche, Asakegwa, Sefi debiso, Dadieso, Sekwa. Wo de kwhwe sa akwan ni nyina. Sekwa mpo ye Western region ye right say don't get your krom, yes Sekwa asem. But the Western region, correct? Koshe na Ghana youth, these are the issues. Yeah, demonstration one day na trend na ati akoda ni ekoyi brodo ni cheese akoda e kai brodo ni cheese. Ya akoda edu election ni nyina agi 50 Ghana ti agi party t-shirt. What the election ba ya hwe boys na yo mtete pick up so no omo youth na the same people who demonstrate omo anso na parties ni nyina ba omo di akire, but they don't ask the critical question. 50 ni bia no agi dokron kom keke na ye de amomo o marry apio bi egusu na o makwa ye dede a ntokwasi wo elections ase o mo anso na tie gas beko o mo na tuo ne ka o mo techi my dey see na no elections when the politician dis owu party for boys ya mu future hia mo emma mo be wo future hia mo mo nananom ehia mo adwuma a munye bi nye ehia mo na no na Ghana boys bi akwa o mo se bibia aye basa o ma ni bibia aye basa eno no Baba me fast that kese ma ye nua be ma Ibrahim Mahama ye ofa no. I mean disaster ye see wo water lake no all the way from north far be see bro because pru nyina akwa na don ko ho pru the whole pru be see yeji o nyina esuo na flade ho ba be see oti region be see dambai tapabu to ase dambai ho nyina flade be see akosomo ansa na koketa ne ade ho nyina Ibrahim Mahama ne ma oso aye o de ko ma o ni nyina ye niema aye ko Ibrahim Mahama na de we nyina ko and serious amount of things and on no de ko ehonom so ye mo na baso ene wa ya de be ma be ye bi I mean an ordinary person anu apeni sika agu ho na to respond to something like this wa ya de nti Ibrahim Mahama so niema ene emo empa mattress kanea chese bibia ni nyina tika tracks there eto so back to back and omo chiche ni nyina nti enye keta nko na aflade from keta na wo from tie honti na nsuo no esane free north utwa Ghana map no so a north osoro na south no wo from on keta wo from nti eni nyina nti na ho na doors no because nsuo no sane a ebegu keta no more nti akoso mo ni keta no wo from nti no a lot of them no so far ho ba flade afa oti region ya ekopru ibron akwa hafo north east akwa kosi white water no so north ukọ first solar utwam kra wo fufu so ola road na e kwan no eda white water na so ansa na akobokina eda ho ni nyina e ho aflade. This is the issue. The major issue ni say that bia ya bedwini outside the box nya hwe ni afa since you bi ya dia dam said ya be ahokire dem no ye betumi use nti aseda de enkoma ye Ibrahim Mahama bema de waye bi waye de nipa be ya na waye ne Ibrahim Mahama no waso anema e de akoma omanfo ya ewo ba bia ensuo na yiri afa o mu nyina me kan ba be si we nyina so say you see why leadership is very important. Ibrahim Mahama was a leader in the company. Was a leader in the company. You see why it's important. He decided, say no, Mamin Kobwa. Now the to Ghana leadership one. Nipa cry a bayi na junior or one a dachi and so I didn't want one and the bet say nipa ne ba. So obey the boy Ghana for. And I said the boy on one casanin and crop for. Leadership is very important. After 2 weeks or 10 days. Na NPP for ya kwa koto abe primaries. Onipa oni Mahama beba abe face. Plus the other candidates. Look, 2024 elections, we are youth will be concerned. She okuje to black kwa jina we nye bibia na ya ye nyina ye ne agree. Sometimes o call overboard on him. But look, okuje to black kwa be MP won constituency. And Mills. Professor Mills the time by no mu minister so mu din se unu bebe me nyina fire o mu say one kasa ye. Now, Rollins cry even had cause to even deal with Okuje to black one. A friend saying, ministers to be no more Mahama Bresso. I see Bebre no more Suban Pedi. Everybody had issues with them, but you see, Okuje has grown and matured. Look at the leadership for the man constituency for. Look at the leadership he's giving his constituency people. Look at that. Look at that. At the end of from every day, Ojinemu. Every day he's in the constituency. Look at the leadership. Who selected leader? Selected your Asemba Obebuao. Jinehu, the Obebuao. Nye the Obebuao say Jikoto Abiani dio. The Obebuao in terms of say that's na ope. You see, Nanado. Niama Bebrewa Mampeni Nanado. Oh yeah, ye fire no say ye. Expectation na near woman and yet. But you see, one of the things Nanado will be remembered for is free SHS. Because it was such a chroma. One of the things I've been seeing na kai or such for a free education or northern sector. Just to break the gap because of such a who said, or my one for south, from bro air benina basin crime. Bebreni abrofuni kita on the bebre to me ko abroche ko school. Or such a phone included. Nya scholarship ko abroche ko school. Or who said any another one of no bebreni sa opportunity no. It is na me ya mebo mama free education and a bebre and ne ye nyam panifo akese bebre o ma free no ofo a wo ma ba be yam panifo it is another one year cry no free SHS in the he'll be remembered but it doesn't exonerate him say niam kama o say ye boss obeye wo de mra be ye adwuma wo be ma no kra Addae wo be protect public purse wo yi be ye wo there be ye o there be no how de na do afeli and there was ye ka you can't crane aka ni I was here can what the nana do fairly now not just to go back on my lecture he was talking about this said the role of the judiciary and insurance say on my be democracy ni beko nanim na o my obi ko this can ya clear no we clear am advert bi no mo yi wan advert bi contraceptive advert bi boy na ya clear am just on the girl bi ya clear no de ekoso no mo ma obi fa law nim na emrani ni ndini ehu se obi ye boni emrani ni wi bedi mabroche wona mo go school sa na mo ye we must ensure that the law is done e ho de na do afeli free SHS wa pass it de aka no we feli another one na do pass it oil de ya mo increase no about 10% but what we expecting is say mo man nye 50% mo create jobs napco na do afeli napco ina agui President Kufuor honey or a youth employment. Fine. Not going to fail. You can't casika de koya na kwaya wagu free. Bebre kwatna office ya woman yake woman come na boss kin kind graphic. Na guno. We could have used that money to build one factory. We could have used that money to build one gargantuan dam. I bet you akoso mo nyina nsuo nya gum. Ochina na ke de aduamo. Ghana is spending over $2 million. And ye decram over $2 million. Emo yentumi nduamo. If you courage kwashiga breso si yenduamo wo Ghana. Yentumi nduamo. No, my baby. That is why you hear leader or boss. The leader with Akoto-Who, the leader with vision. Leader be okra. A champion, he didn't have to be the one only book. A champion by your own book, not a papa be frame. Was if you're leader, what the Bwagana, where we include a champion. Correct to your band, hey, discipline or the Bible. If you are saying, Canon, no, because discipline, because on to fail, ye kum coffee. But a champion see a bit diamond. I profit a mate come for more. Ye bit diamond. Ye bit diamond. A champion con near sporty a bro at the Kobokin and Addae. The Ghana, ye sporty a bro, press to feed yourself. And then Ghana, a great a year of contribution to Ghana GDP as what it. Service industry is leading. On my away third world country, and then a great Mama Senke. Now service industry. Now service a job a computer job. A great name Mama ye add value and kebet me after workers no and no mama ye gunu. And me say, I got 2 weeks then before you leader. I want him Muhammad Baba Beshia, ne candidate na canon. The ball is in the court of Ghana for. We have to decide. Leader Bain and Obabe Ghana ye. Aya Bawumia. Or vision no, or when he's no, or discipline no, or pepa no. Does he have the balls? Akoto-Who, or bet me Gina Brofi and some contract where we deal with a bogos yenye. Ayakana, does he have the vision? Does he have the balls? Does he have the commitment? What Junior or man who bet me hey, I won't say be a weekend, my baby, I want a chum, but this time in Ghana. We are changing Ghana in 4 years. 4 years, man, to America, when you meaning some living legacy. Does he have that? And I'm Mahama. Does Mahama have the vision? Does he have the balls? Does he have the Akoto-Who? And any of the independent candidates? And now ODK? And now YEP? Whatever it is, leadership now. What would do Kokromotino? And you have him never to amount. And you Bawumia never to amount. Kokromotini Chiawa Kokromotino started drinking. And let your brain leave your Kokromoti. Mema wafu. Mema wayase. Mema wanum. Mema nun determine who vote. 4 years na yakano Ghana. Ya anye ni ya. Ya be brese ya. Anye kes. Ya no tro kansa de ejisika to aba no a. Ya be tro kansa. Umbe didi journalist atem sa. Mo be demonstration sa. Mo be complain sa. Mo be free radio so akasa sa. E be the same kojo. If you don't choose the right leader. Leaders no mo ti se mo ye dede ano mo sre o. Ko mo ze mo ti abre we ampu cheche. Omata aso te say ya chichide no wenye de omu hu bi denie ene awo mawuo omahu abre. So the ball is in our court as young people. Just you made you know share live okay 101.7 FM ewo Ship House ewo Abeka Junction sounds no ewo High Live Radio DC Virginia Baltimore and I ewo live also ewo Kings Jersey Radio New Jersey or live ewo Migachu FM ewo Kukrentumi Blazeton Lord in the team. Your live or London ewo Spencer Kuku Spencer in the team. Ni now so live UK Abrochimemu and your live or Europe Addae media or more France almost our Belgium your live also nyina and your live okay 101.7 FM online with Facebook your live or Vim Lady online YouTube message leader obeto amano that will determine your future. Who did the attempt to that this yes I did me say at most the time minim me your apart money nanapia me ba musu sesia what kai say at most the time. You can't say what you may say me. I brought you back a radio station. Now, a radio station. Now, I say, at most, NPP boys, you see your college, you know, friend, or say, Chairman General, yeah, or Chairman General. And your papa at most say, and you see, can you adama what you may know, no more, any mamma, no count, no, Sikana buy, Sikana buy. What the attempt, Mr. Chairman General, can say, I'm sure, can be honest, oh, no, can't see. But Sikana ma. Me say ad issue ne say to abama leader obesi san abrabo. To abama the obesi factory. To abama the obedwen wo ho. To abama the obaba be Ghana oil contract ne say no. Yen to me farm abrofo no fufu say bi. Yen sesa no. Cocoa no, yen sesa no. Bauxite no, yen sesa no. Bauxite ye tuko free o. Anka osadefo wonim. O sadefo wo nyansa o see tamaro refine o ja asase won chen. Say yen fancy bauxite refinery. Bauxite refinery e be create jobs. O si asase o ja asase won chen e water refinery. Ona ne China for na ba be ye you know. This is the me say men supporting political candidate with your stomach, with wenum, with what I say. Ukokromotino, ma what dream and Lydia no. Yanko 2 weeks to the selection of MPP candidates. No, Yansha the Onema Hama Baba Begina. Yansha how the elections will be in 2024. Now, your answer say 2024. Ghana, we've lost it. Just any Obika Kukra, me support it. We've lost it. Your answer say 2024. We've lost it. Abusha for Mama Akwaba, pardon Mama, good evening, Akwaba. I will do my microphone into someone an appear so represented Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, MPP. No. These are the frontliners. Of course, here Dr. Akoto, Esoko, Addae Nimo, Esoko, ye for CIT, Benyan and Crawford, Binian, Munina, Akasaba. Mamma, good evening, Akwaba.
Sophia.
It is so far 2 weeks to elections, no. Padmo, Momo camp, at the same 2 weeks. Time and also.
Meda se if you are share with chief for ne or share with Facebook no muti amana ningida. Sunday your campaign no you decided say your candidate ebe show first respect at the map party delegates. Until only the first candidate in the history of our politics, NPP. As a candidate, we decided on no between every constituency. And delegates akushia akasa or sha say maybe feel so won't mean yet but a chi won say pay setter we no mu maka no ebedi achi so musua no ayebi nyame adom yetimi awie all the constituencies ni nyina e wo Ghana honorable Kennedy Agyapng etimi all the delegates akushia the fact say or share sa de na sekra na fia you can check say at the NPP and our delegates, because we show respect at the amount. It's campaign says baby Adruno, how do we mop up, how do we put our final touches together for November 4th? And the say NPP November 4th a year corner. It's not about choosing a flag bearer. A flag bearer and quadia, I didn't but we are going to choose somebody who is going to become the next president after Ghana Funyina Betuniswaba December 7th, 2024. Until November 4th goes beyond just a flag bearer. But se uko ba kai se nipa na metua ba ma no afeni de ne koma Ghana fuo na se Ghana for sisen Ghana for say why na MPP for more than neba ye beto aba amano. And I can understand all the other contestants. Also MPP, nyamiadom, nyamiesha MPP with the you can say the resource, human resource. All the 4 aspirants no moko no. Obia bitimi aye juma. But ye pedia or a difference, and I like how you ended your statement before you introduced. Also, Ghana, yempe before. Who can bring that change? Yes, because it's like yes, democracy, Fourth Republic. I go say deja vu. Ekwana. Why and a big break his agents nama Ghana fire proud almost say so muatimia can say ye leader way and a bay the turning point of the Fourth Republic. Yeah, no. The obet the closest will be J. Kofua or by obey to be declared the golden age of business and Niema as I say economy peke kakra discover oil. But we J. Kofufiba, ye nya that leader Ebeka say leader way and attending the Fourth Republic. And baby Edu say that kind of a leader any here. And for us, we believe that Honorable Kennedy Agyapng presents to Ghanaians, not just MPP, to Ghanaians, because Ghanaians are calling for a leader, not NPP. So he appealed to Ghanaians, say he can be the game changer to sing that tune, say, Yenya papa we niema asesa ewo oman.
Okay. Maybe I hope no share about delegates so come on because this one delegates for now on be taking decision. I think we will get a few delegates near almost say At 2 weeks to time, no make you up on my mind, Anna. Banana, and happy mama, good evening, aqua banana.
If you are me also na mpacho ho ye de.
Adumara kwa uswe.
I will part the adum ho ye. Me gidi se pad mo so ho ye papa.
Oh,
Maybe I don't mean ya.
Adumara so. Wa wo hwese ne wa fresh idi a je say obra. Oh, you okay da. Oh, you okay da.
I'm interested.
Hey, Nana Pia, who about Bawumia camp?
Sure.
Fortunately, only o boss Bawumia mo aben mu na mo san person ye ma mo mandate ni biem. 2
Sure.
weeks so far mo campaign na ko say ground citizen ma mo.
If you are me that say me chat for nyina muti wo. If you are sim fa na nyina na anwumro yi. Ye beka say o twedu amponda Roma. Bibia eye. Me no kasa sisi yi. Yewura Mahmood Bawumia am say o free Nanton e wo amantifi no ho a enche papa. Enti no ye kasa yi likely say or tamale krodua mu nti no bibia ye na wotwe nyina no wode nani akire mu enra oye yendi sabuba sabulugu ene gushegu karaga nanton ene ada areas nti bibia ye one delegate no guso a edin komo se ne a o ka kire delegate ne se ne ye hyehyɛ ye tie ne se nim se fourth de ene 25th and if you be likely 9 days or more na or less na ya djumadi no ahye sem se nyame ya adom a Saturday we be ni na awotwe ene ye beko akoto abano nti enhyehyɛ ye nyina no ye de agu akwan mu se ne a ye nim no no na ye nim se be fourth yi nti no efri samre ya kode timu no nyina no afanu ni nyina obia de djuma sese odi bia no ya chechem ama obia hu babi a obeye na djuma e de afa across the regions any constituencies ni nyina no strategically I can assure you say the camp of His Excellency Dr. Mahmood Bawumia aye krado a e gidi say on the 4th no bibia be ko 13 na ne edi nkan NPP ena ekwa akoyi ne a obetu franka na ye gidi say ya busia baako ena sabi akonwa ato na ye pe odihia mana kwa akodi akonwa no na se nyame ya adom na se odihia no ye swai no ne de tena akonwa no so wi a ye nyina ebebo ne chidom na nyame adom wodien akọ osakese no a ye 2024 7th December no a ye be komo no nti ye gidi ye say sani awudi kankan ye no ye wa ban mu from 2017 ebesi ye na no kase ye nyina di adanse se Yewura Mahmood Bawumia wa discharge ne ho yie brebi na adanse bebre ba a wa kra no gina mu se ba se kasa adwuma wa bobi afei wa ton ne ho wa ye very marketable so a kire se niema qualify ema yetumi kasa asumasi ye de franka tukrata franka ne hye ne nsem a obetimi ama NPP party no animonyam ewo mu no akosoa atena ho na afei senior presidency nso ekuta ne mudie na animonyam no nso ono nso besomu a obeto aso saa pepepe NPP your traditional free so mampanin kufo eba ya obedi akonwa no so hwe ya bro senior osi peja amamwo mu any presidency animonyam odita akire no ye betima ka se Yewura ne nadan kwakufu adon so baaye. Why the same thing? The party itself has rallied behind the government. Ama enyuma hodwa aban na sese wo yenyina no odiagu akwam or largely in the interest of the Ghanaian public no. Ebetumi aka say NPP has done credibly. Performing no bibra yakase bobodin a edoso. Na eno ena pempenso a yadru no. Ye gidi ye say it will be in the larger interest of the party, the New Patriotic Party, and say, Yadi Franka no be Yewura Mahmood Bawumia and some say, baby, I drew we are some fanenino, Yadi Adansi say the dynamics in the economy, no, and the concept of, the fourth industrialization agenda, no, we are seeing championing after COVID, no, a won't ya see, no, so when ya. wan hwe ya wo dia ho pepre o yem fan hye won se me be hye won se
economy dey dey mu win ya na ma ba economy no so say
fantastic
party level
entino
it any party level
party level
the money delegates in kasa these questions about say Dr. Bawumia system no ho dada. So a lot of people are more programs so I mean interact over the years. These are some of the things that he can say Dr. Bawumia system no. So why should he be given the mandate to on Santos to be? Answer that question so bit.
E wo mu say oka system no ho. Na nienti ese so oto aso ne say ya build akoduru baabi. A baabi e dia duru no. Ya mpese e be san ya chibio.
Okay.
Me gidi ye say obi bia no a oppress obetu franka ama new patriotic party no. Se wonya sa kwanya no a me nyini se obe rubbish nia NPP eba aban mu ya ye from 2017 ebesi na ya de beko 2024 no. Eno kire say baby ya build the bridge na duru no. We need to continue. Eno na ehun hia papa nti dia ye nyina no achievement a party no any aban no yetimi aduru ho no ye pese ye to aso. Na ye fin say eye yewura Mahmood Bawumia ena se ye manakwanya na obeso amin franka no mu a obetimi ato aso san say de yahye ni nyina no wonim fapem no ena wonim susudua no nso a esese ekoduru ho that notwithstanding no ono ankasa nso owonani so adi hu no a oba na se oba beto nia yewura na dankwa kufado aye no nso a ono nso nia owo no nso ode beka ho na babia esi eduru no yetimi akodo nti ye betima ka say strategically NPP ene wonu ma isi ahene no egitum say ye de yewura Mahmood Bawumia ekọ ye betimi adi nkunim ye betimi breaki 8 no ye betumi atoa amamuo nhihye ya ede agu akwan mu no so na afei nia party no pese yesusu ne eduru ho no so yewura Mahmood Bawumia ene nipa obetimi ama ye duru ho.
Okay. Well, my back because mpese munya mo mame mo main campaign message. Di pardon, mo coranda. What is the main campaign message am the man for? Because mo general one am party ni dia mo can breaking the 8. Na mo yes answer na mo main opponent kase apa ya NDC for nsis mo breaking 8 be ehute. Even ya no mo cry ya journalist wonu to make a chance am say hwe de ekoyi a 8 in dia mo ba gia breaki. Mo ba gia breaki because come the Crawford na pia ken. Na pia so niema amoye no. Mo akasa mo hwe niema mo promise ye se mo de be ma Ghana for no a. Ne ya de no hu susu dua no na esusu mo de a. Ene de mo ya ye hu se mo ye pa ye free SHS. Na de aka no pa de. Ye ene atonsuo ma se scanner hye wo ho. Enti ma busa mo koran no. Scan. Mo campaign message pa mo catch the delegates no at their level ne saying.
But I say, also, if you are like any other organization and not any other leader, when you vision, you write your vision down. But for you, so be achieve your vision. There are some certain principles or values or some behaviors or working on. So they be amo achieve your vision. Now, the Japan can say, me wo mi vision. But answer na me share mi vision. Actually, me person who say. So my vision e woman is no mama me to me na me baso na bebe ma yen set principle bin to base mesremo momwa me na me instill patriotism momwa me na me instill honesty momwa me na me instill discipline ewo omaimo say it mean ya sa na ma miensa way like your core values or your behaviors or your principles are. Now, this is my vision, my person, my deba, and vision in you. Honorable Kennedy, Japan, I can say, on the past Minister of Agric, Ekushai, and on the Dinkono catcher, and so we need to explore irrigation farming. Also, the minister not catcher, and so irrigation is expensive.
Minister and the government or more can one district, one village,
exactly.
One dam.
One village, one dam. Also, irrigation is expensive. Now, just last week, a leading member of NPP, live television, radio, I can say, there was a team, a call minister, then from Israel, explore irrigation. And the president, Nana Akufo-Addo, His Excellency, was waiting on the minister's advice. Also, Minister Kache President said, Ghana ya agriculture no ye irrigation. Wow.
Also one minister Ben can't ask him no.
Body or air. Also,
irrigation. A party on one manifesto.
Also, the minister gave that feedback to the president to say, ye rain-fed agriculture, you will not rain to ye irrigation. And this is what Kennedy Japan is saying. Say, wow. Make Kennedy Japan. I am into farming. I am into agro-processing. Minim emphaswa irrigation ebe ye ama ye kuya ejuma. Some more my opportunity now me with irrigation because Water Lake at the Hokakraka. Your river bodies be running north near there. Some more my opportunity I made the 3 northern or the 5 northern regions in sea plus the Afram plains. Ebe agriculture made ye feed Ghana and Africa because ye be use irrigation as a technology. So ye be factories or honey the factories no process it and no buy any na ye be produce wahano. And no bema ye mebunu na nye adwuma ye aka krom ha. Bema ye nuanom na omote south, Ashanti region, western region, central, Greater Accra. Omono mombe free a form afra basroa abepe adwuma ye because ye be nyuma kese wa ha. It's on agriculture no somebody mame opportunity a ye metena nka say ya do ebro ye nya ebro na ya ton ebro ni kwa abuchiri. How can we create a value chain for a Bruno processing?
These are the things I think when in national level na kamo de beba. But when delegates for no bon come away.
If you can't say a flag bearer and a president. It is a uba me delegate him. Now when to me I can nientia a bit me am winning December 7th. I am not looking for a flag bearer. I am looking for president.
Okay. So
Kennedy Japan has taken it to that level as how he will want to transform Ghana. And Osha, buying was all right. If you say, oh, yeah, surprise, now more buying and a more ministers need to me can say be a chair president and president Suji Nidia mine. But can you say more opportunity now? Me back Addae. 4 pillars. Number 1, the agriculture and matter. We are no account number 2, tourism. If you Ghana baby bia ubefe bia, Mrs. Men 2 coin and ye ewo Volta region and those days kwani nyanchim echo the Akan side no ene hodina uti hodina. If you are not minim se Volta region, we are blessed with all this natural tourism.
Yes. As or dread.
And can you say, so why are we not prioritizing tourism? I go to East Africa a lot. Almost like every month I am in a country in East Africa. Some of these countries, if you are doing national parks, you are in Kenya, you see Nairobi, they catch your attention first. How they have conserved forests, the horticultural landscape in Nairobi. So people travel to all these places and nature just to go and relax, just to go and rest. The money
at that level now money delegates in bon common. If this is the level of message I'm delegates omutie and I'm called delegates because it's not an issue Ghana primary. People are more interested in how do they take it?
Okay, you might think, sir, delegates are interested, excuse me, only in their Ode Breno. You are wrong. Can you say a dynamics or your political landscape on assessor? Ebia and years back, and can Rantia say we interview say, can you we interview you? And can those say your Safoma for Mum paying for being an Ankaudo Mokasa? But me submit way me hey. So what they may be casa me dachi na me gene ho. Enti enye onyema wo be kika no kakra just so de bedada me age power. No, the youth of today, the young men of today are looking for something in the future, no, sustainable. I be creating opportunities for omoni omuma. It's your dynamics, your politics, necessary. So first, no na chairman bi be ko baby no akwaje contract bi oba no abefre youth no ha ne yakọ munko say now okoyesa afia what.
Okay, I'm very happy, Pastor. A lot of the young people know delegates because young men are bemutu or joining the I'm very happy about that. Yeah, I'm very happy about that.
So it is now resonating with the grassroots. That is why our grassroots says can say so far Ken and Kwan one message, not only grassroots, the professionals, offer lawyers, offer teachers, offer doctors, Obie Kasa, or say Ken so far one man message of hope. I mean, who said, yeah, the 2 minutes inside the obey. The other candidates, it's like they are just focused. So, some moment me 2 minutes, meet me ako win it, moment me 2 minutes, but the obey winning. And that is why I Ghana 40 can message, say, so papa is so be creating human and the track record, why ye be payer. And then the member human near pay, yeah, man opportunity.
Okay.
Also technology and engineering. Over prioritizing industrialization. It can campaign is solely based on strong message of hope.
Okay.
And then non-delegates need to.
Okay. I'm happy that delegates responded to some of these messages. But Nanapia, because me want Mr. Alfredamo me ba wo say a delegate. Me say me busa no say 2 weeks to Addae no. We decide na. But Mr. Amo Mr. Amo, I need you. But Nanapia, more delegates message bank. Because omo shadan come side wo Bawumia ho no ya no mo kase so far no Bawumia address bibi obeye eno ane se waka so asumdwe on the unifier ne ade but in terms of say what is his message or the delegates.
Okay, if you only me gidi say oni me be ya adwene say enema menua padmo aboboso yi efa tourism, technology, industrialization, any agriculture enema waboso nyina no the policy new patriotic party Agyapng Nana Addae Akufo-Addo Agyapng e dey adwuma bibia ni ho no mo ametima ka say new so extraordinary ye be ka say it's not part of NPP's manifesto already that we are rolling ni nyina of course enema o kan nyina me ni nyina na me ne wo ka say so and run almost started automobile assembly na ekoso Ghana yi omo expo opposite the STC yard ewo circle ekoso ho my nene ba wiye ni nyina kire say industrialization no yeguso ye ho adwuma ampa wakan bibi say obi say minister bi say irrigation is expensive and so farming is not what I don't think say I don't want to comment because minister no need to say obeyi ne ho ano say yampa say enyampa but the policy ne say no crese ye nyina agitum say see the irrigation system adwuma ebeboaye enu nti na aban no ye ba na ye wo policy say one village one dam ni nyina no wo say wo challenges there but enisuade hunu no wo ho no aban no fin say ye ne sa pra ebetima boa ma ye puntuo wo kuayo ho no atimi agina yie anu kra me no ka say about tourism tourism ne fa kese pa ne se ubenya edom no a ebeba wo man mu ni abehwe ne ekoso it's the first time in history and yes NPP Agyapng Nana Addae Akufo-Addo ye de policy by ya amanonifo ne amo the whole world ni we as Africa nyina no ba Ghana ba behwe se ye hwe senia free mra yes slave trade call ye no ye makwan se obi amra na yemra mehwe yenchi ayede akukudamfo bebre bae ni nyina no was to boost the tourist economy
very good message ben na ya mo de mad delegate no ha
ya me person make emphasis on no say sa niema yi a menua pad ma bosu nyina say ye wura kan Japan ani su ade hunu nyina no afia wo ne me ben adwen say nya ade foforo e wo ho dada enti ne say ye betimi ahyemu kina na ye betimi ama na gina yie na ye betimi ahyehye ne yie ama ye nyina ye di mu mfaso ɛna yɛ nyina fi nsɛ sɛ yɛ saa nneɛma yi yɛwura Mahmood Bawumia fi nsɛ ɔhyia delegate baabi a yɛkɔ biara no ɛbra especially na mewɔ mu a yɛ number biara deɛ ɔka ne sɛ saa nhyehyɛ yi wɔ nyinaa no a yɛ ɔmampanin Akufo-Addo de agu akwan mu no ɛsɛ sɛ yɛtumi to asan sɛ yɛnya agric policy a yɛsɛ planting for food and jobs and then rearing for I can say food and marketing and also more yɛne ade ɛna afei nso yɛsan nso nya policy ahodoɔ bebrebe a yɛde agu akwan mu ani nyinaa no there's nothing new obi be free baby di abase obabe in fact if you want me buy adwene
are you sure that there's nothing new
oh se believe for bi ho no mo a miwura ana minua padmo e ka se wo boss so a enye ade a Ghana yekuta mu ni yetu ho anamo a e bia menimu de but technology
enye the padmo kan ye per se like bibi foforo bi wo ebetimi transform Ghana
of course bibi foforo bi ho no mo a me gidi ye say yewura Mahmood Bawumia I can confirm say owani so ade hunu bi nso no so different e ba obetimi de ababe eboa oman no hyekyere ono no focus pa ni say baby a wiase adru sesie yi eni baby a wiase sikasem nyina kon oman bia no baby so ode wani hwe ni say you leverage on technology agric as we speak nim say baby a wo yi o hwa de ma agric etumpon pa ya technology ya den say ya di mfidi dwuma so hunu ebe hye kuyayomu
nana oni me no wa ha say nti nana ho me so mame fa papa yo ye delegate mame fa na musa na say mi na me bra so me pese me busa so e ma wo hwe say so far mo de nsem no so to delegates na nima so omo fa ana mo di bi so say dia we na ke epe so bo nana me mo ya no ba obani amo good evening
Mati.
Yeah, good evening, madam. We chair for you know, and then in break. We are delegate, but I'm saying we chair we you know our baby Jan Obeka say about policy or modifier. But business say policy no can once no a fixable na policies or modifier majority of them Agyapng. Can to say NAPCO. Students or we school money Bensuma Baba NAPCO. Would the corner be some? Baby to say forestry department omufa Addae students so omu konko ya de obi agait yentu amuka be 7 months ni yentu amu nyina ka enti say we dey compare momu policies omu de bae ani nyina adwegu na say wo so be ya de we dey compare candidate Japan ni nsema odi preach say oba Addae obeye hwe ye say obofo no obi a ne nam gu apaso Canada onye biko wo companies Addae we employing kwa form gu so mu a wonam tamamoto we na wo ba when it said the steel factory no egua oye o you obefa amanfo but bi so say you were Bawumia no pure water factory po o bi Ghana ha pure water ye no wonam a high school wo Addae your friends standard any no nka kan bi say ni de wan a ya tro Bawumia ho enti no nam say yento abama no oni Addae owure Akufo-Addo omo aba ye bi obi nka so omo ba ye bi omo aba ye bi ba wo don konkot na fi na Canada mbra wa wona ma wuti taxi wuti trotrom wona washing bay bia grounds no obi asa delegate yes so munko yi mbra o munko yi kembra munko yi mbra o tie fom nya nkrofo ka enya ne ade nkrofo mpe ena mo de be hye ye kon enti ye ka che omo wura
company wo de say no 2 weeks to elections who will make you adwin
oh me make my do that say me de man Addae Canada me ni nkrofo nyina
ono nkrofo
ba me de la yes what's that
area ben amowo
what's me delegate wo kan enough
enti mo kan north for the mu nyina mo koken
Kennedy
I see. Na Bawumia
de Bawumia is called
Bawumia so say o ye unifier. O say ono no betimi break 8 na bia na ken de o wini kra o ntumi break 8 no. NDC for be no so o fa ne say.
Masa. Yeah. Baba o ye unifier. Baba Betnas as a vice president 7 years na 8 years mu na ye ko ye hu hwe. Fanfo bu baby say hrinim po anyama na pampam. Full soldiers or one neglect mbu bia masa enti anya na obeka this time ono nkazo se ni na ba ku se abontin no e na oba bewe anya de aye de be ye adwuma nyankofo no wo fom o mo ka no e na ye tie and ye delegate pe and ye kwakoto aba no ye wi ye nyi omo wo fom so ye no omo aye adwuma no omo kanu na ye tie wonam obi aka che so okofa Bawumia ba aba no ye nto ukofa Bawumia ba aba no ye nto enti mo mba me haye enti ye Kennedy
abandon more delegates in cheche mama mo abandon mo same party for no ana why na abandon mo no
masa full soldiers and even delegates no me ka asem nkyerɛw Bawumia okɔ rounds nyina ɔbɔ ne nto ano ɔsi ɔno so yetu anyame adum na yetu abama na owini a ɔbɔ ɔbɛfa nipa 17 ɔno na ɔbɛbɔ m na wetu ɔmoka na wɔahwɛ constituency a yekuta nipa bebe constituency executive na ɔmo 17 pɛ enti bisa sɛ ɔmo pɛ na ɔmo bedidi the rest ni de ɔmo ya de ɔmo nka ho ɛno mpo yɛ failure that the message no kind mpo yɛ failure enti madam enti adabraka also every constituent will be in past 17 ɔmo na ɔno ɔmo bɛyɛ ade ɔde ɔmo bɛtu payroll na wetu ɔmo ka
also ɔde mo bɛtu payroll na
ɔbɛma ɔmo appointment na ɛde ɔmo atu payroll na yɛtu ɔmo ka na bisa sɛ the rest na polling station executives na bisa Addae council of elders council of patrons no mo ka kan no mo de kese o mo kan even woba every constituency bia woba executives no o mo 17 ente kese o mo pe no be benefit the rest in the o mo kan ho ye yi o mo efiri ya fa ye ho adi
asem no nko anti na mo se mo mfa na they na Canada Japan promise mo Canada Japan because fact you say okay enya mo na mo ko ye Canada Japan by then
Canada from day one waka bia mo wo fom de bi okabi mo obi kwa akɔpɛ adwuma ɔkɔ a na Bawumia ba ebegya se yɛbɛka kyerɛ sɛ connect so connect so na kɔ yɛ Addae na kɔ apply wɔ net so edu hɔ na sɛ ɔba bɛpɛ Addae ɔpɛ yɛ vote no Addae no nkɔgye vote no wɔ net so na afia nso ɔnenam wo ba Mr. Digital wa ba digital
radio punchline already punchline punchline
baby asem na me got you wa ba be digital say wo pe police
online
online enti so no so abese o pe vote anu so nko online oba delegates ni na ye wo so obenya na o de win me oba mensiri
Ogbeni greti ya chensu
omuni greti wa che
anya mo so na ya mo kasa mo per system eni say yet say yemma wadwuma because we party ni enti say Bawumia so the system go form say yen starting use digital no to go online na ko share say we qualified da nka no say kenya bo system na bia
wa madam nya wo kan de ani de no anu no say also the system e de aba bibia ko online na ko pe ho say we ye vote so anu so ye Addae no so nko online Addae no don't win online so ko pe ho na all buy ho oh ye nya bibia na ye ko online ti so nya bibia on ko online ana me na ba yes a
no me must remember Bawumia na kete but we na nya mo nko na mo feeling like this mu nua no other delegates or mo other content mo no mo kasa I also feeling like
yeah no mo kasa yes omo nyina obi afili omo amboaye kwa
what buying by enti mo nye mo
Debbie
okay how about
just say abansa
okay how am I manage Ghana no so money
masa the anu mo de before God the man we yokodu and way to America omo bae no we share interventions or the aba to say and then obi a oni bi ne batumi ko school free education or the aba ne so no maybe na dia wa ba ba ye dia any rules na dia or ye school dan na dia osisi ukwa school demonstrates ne no nka count there ne dia before God the man ye bebo na ba so wa ya de but nso te apunchenya eje wo udi onko no bi sombra
we dey very serious na pia ma me ma umbra back na mbusa opani asem o ka very serious sentiment o se pa mo ba ye no wo Bawumia campo mo amo pe bibia mo bia ma mo mane Addae because obia invest in party say so opportunity bia as a Ghanaian yes in favor no but as a Ghanaian no there will be fair benefit to them o se mo online o te di oka no
Okay, if you are membisa opinion I want to do commerce here. Sir, if we are say no. What make it statement to say sabin preduasa. Ghana na yetie no. Ye de if we are say e tumpon no, ensa se ye tumpon bi. Sabin preduasa. Se wo buy ko school. Ebra ye de computer placement e ba ye no. You make sure say abofra bia irrespective of baby awoti e bra so na se onya kwanya se obeko school a you can get the quality education a osikani ene ohiani obi aba betima akọ achimota obi aba betima akọ Prempeh College e bra so se ye kope adwuma a yemfa ho ne se obeka se bia asomasi ene qualify asomasi de yemfa no nko yemakwanya obi akọ apply obra so na se fa wa ne afa se okuta health insurance a ene Sanya yetimi or can digitalization.
The question no, or say on can't vote to know so online because
it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate say or can't say because it is looking like you are belittling the in-depth understanding of development. And to no or can't say no acquire 7 previous. Odifia ubi send your money and pum to any policies. Ubi san once I was say or quite your town in America. In other words, when you say policy it is so fantastic. But the personality of Bawumia and our mom petie and our mom pe ehunu. It says making me
or say food soldiers no have been abandoned. Okay, no. And number 2, also a mopem webia. Almost say online. 3, or say, Bawumia so ba constituency be executives now 17 on your bay juma. Or the under to pay rolls.
Okay.
And feel like
correct
17 no into a more macan or 2
Mamin correct statement to make it about the constituency source 17. Mediye Rabau Mahmoud Bawumia a lot of constituencies. Your culture money say there's a problem party no constituency level FAC between the party and the governance. And to bridge that gap between the party and the government, say appointment, he will give it to the party executive at the constituency level. Now more selected and DCEs, CEOs, any other the party will come together to select these people. Not the list, of my government and our president appoint them because a person are responsible to the party at the grassroots level. A peninsula of Riwakaikwe, ebi obetimi aka say ye appointment aba ban mu no Kaikwe Central na Kaikwe North baby owo no omo enya satisfactory number to represent them in government. And there's some sort of friction between the government and the party. So here Mahmoud Bawumia to cure that, or how na the Obeyan said every constituency biano Obema 10 appointments, or the party for normal selected qualified people. Now mama positions are available no not their mom. One kasa select. In fact, let me go further. In fact, or say, Sani Paten no be appointed to represent the constituency. They will be allegiance to the constituency. San said the constituency may need certain support. And no they will assign specific appointees as godmothers and godfathers to set some of the constituencies are serving previous. That person should be able to champion it for the constituency. And how he is finding ways to cure or how no na bino yanko kase abino and neglected the party and the grassroots. So no enti my misquote ni aye Mahmoud Bawumia kai enti the American is appeal and I nyina the message ni ma wo mo so hono sania o kan ye no Mijidis I was making adwene say obedi bema obeto aba na ama yewura kene de Japan. Indeed, or your party ni or winning na say so franka no mu na say NPP e bekoye nim a me ebeye me de yewura Mahmoud Bawumia wene na NPP bekoye nim a ebeye me de. It is not about say asuma siaba wabedi bi onko there be. It is about say nia party ni atimi aye na wodi ho dance say
Utan Okodu ano in America no. Sanye mano ayaye no. Are we going to sustain it? And now how are we going to maintain it? A quite ben ever pass a bit more consolidated development no ya dia go akomudiama o man Ghana so ho. Interfere yantiase na mesre ni bebree. Yewura Mahmood Bawumia kan ba bia da se obeyi nipa 17 e wo constituency bi no ne o ma ye adwuma. Dabi or say obema 10 appointments from each constituency. And those 10 people will be selected by the party people at the grassroots level, and they'll represent their interests just to make sure we're leveraging the party and the government relationship. That is so brilliant.
Okay. So microphone bill. Aha. So enchechemo ade aba no musom. Ana feel amudia munim said
the inchechemo de ba ye gi too much ale en ye one de o ka na ebe feba no we say wasre o ka na ebe ya de ye nye politics nkwaji akotua wosoro ye gi wa ha ye nim na ekoso ye nim na nkofo would the one na di VAT di twam we na sare hwe na wo de why mo na eche eduha na obi so baba na obebo grassroots wo se nsan kodi Bawumia echi Bawumia no waba na obaye ona ekufa do mo aye yehu ye die ni ehu ye di eche ya de wo de onko tena fi na obi so mra se kan ba na so no so ba na ebi asa no so wan ya de a no so ye besesa no enti Bawumia se waba ne di obaye no wa ye wi onko Bibia ni wo mo kan ye betia.
Obere mo.
Bibia ni wo.
Dia Bawumia ya o kan se mo amfa Bawumia mba wakoye obi ofri north no. Na NPP mo party so obi anim se mo ye predominantly akanfo party. Se mo amma Bawumia ma eno so nkofo bi so ka se NDC for crowd be campaign etia mo me kra mre bi 2019 me analysis be me kan sa se o metimi dey campaign etia mo se mo mpe siremfo asem. Eno obi ka che we no be kan se
Madam, Minka Asem Kiosa, Asem no Mokan is neither here or there. Say, young person, more fast. Yena, ye Ghana for such about politics now you play, Massa, and why, and we are dear, me pet. Into what about say, Canada, Japan, so no so quick way will be so big take his size, someone fight can buy, yes, you can force the end to a bar. That's what you're casting.
Okay.
It is at the end of Omunium film. Omuyin for Mokan, so no more quafa, but Mujan, so Moody airport is than it a failure. Yeah, arguing that Bibia no Mokan at the Bay. Canada no ayepe, or no ayepe. So Bawumia do so.
Bawumia is Samira Bekache, a monocrat, a Monto Abama, Obi on Mosima Monto, and let us say, and Nipana Didi, or some Monto Madio, uniform, Babuamante.
Oh, there be Canada, so a unifier. Canada or a unifier. So we share me and you are. And maybe Obi can be bicha, but we share papa na. The man is a very nice man. When you meet that man, then you talk to him, master, you love it. Kennedy, or your unifier, or also obet me aka yenina abum. But the only thing I'm comfortable so na Kennedy na kuma hanu ni ede. Hwe, fanti for wo baby aye bu yesi se bibi anko kan papa en ye kredi. Kennedy no otani baby when sa abo owo we so ho no wentie ni dua so a. Onka, una mu baby free. Once I the Ben was Kennedy was before Bonsa Kennedy, Waba, Ebia or Kabibi, Ebia no Bia Kabibi, but Ghana Hanu, so what when we didn't a car some tools, no one by so Baba Express, one Baba Chechema, and Kofobe say Yampa, and the social media. Inti, Onutia, Obaba, Onuswa baby Yano, and the Kennedy is a nice man. Yepem, Onwas me head in echo.
Mr. Mamo, watching almost only a delegate and a branch and not to
that was in one.
Okay.
Yeah,
mommy.
Oh, you're frozen.
The firm do say me Abofu coordinator.
Abofu.
Me coordinator pa.
What make you agree?
Yeah. Ma make him agree that. So we can do the difficult. Kennedy na me to amano.
Adentia.
Me share Kennedy from day one. Said the Wabua party 2016. What pick up the whole constituency. Ghana 275 what pick up the Mobibia. I'm here the campaign. A do baby a Dano Kennedy Equa a Ododio. You see a mark and for you didn't register. when the Kojinam, Ama yet the suburb body, so I say, as some more kind, or say, can for some my day, I can for and register what they are. And you're now almost saying they are almost soon register way, or can almost Ginanusia, Bonnet, say Waka, Zambia, Emwa, there's not pay to no defend here. Obi to me, say Kennedy, what did the NPP for them? They by the cover by more NPP for Mako meeting. Na mo homa ye de makọ record e de abeto beja mo bi eti na o kasa asem ya na waka bone eti mesere mo Kennedy de oye ni papa se Ghana fo nyina run behind him a efi se o de nipa ebeba ama Ghana afa ye ntuma pe efra eti na ama ye to ama Kennedy no November 1st
mo come bro for be say breaking the 8 Kennedy ba mbetimi break 8 and Bawumia
de Vim lady, then deal the Maya.
Mahama, so
oh, Mama, dear, who do obey ya winning say Obia what so. Now went to me, Uncle Obia president from Foreign Republic, Obia ko 8 years. The Numa elsewhere in Ghana for it to get no. It's Obia, ya packing a baby near Sako Fanaba. Ghana for Numa, yet there's some 4 years. Mama went to my day, answer was our problem we. Sabre nenye bibia o Akufo-Addo ba onfa bibia ma meka ho betika obeye ede aboa ya me yenya lati adamu no ye hwa hairdresser fo nyuma guye electrician fo nyuma diguye baba fo coaster ni nyina guye na sa papa oni ensa nkofa de mra no any de minim say mama de NGC fa ye mistake no makofa na ba but the Kennedy bad ya Minia dandil ma NPP intimacy minia delegate mo so we make it wadria na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia oni Akufo-Addo abando ma be bi yenka so munye bi o ma ye bi pa but we road infrastructure the whole Fourth Republic wa ye adwuma pa we stadium sports infrastructure so wa ye stadiums bebre di amaye hwe niam de wa ye bibia one district one factory wa ye bibia wa ye but yes onko tina the entire to my say yeah food soldiers na ya man buy no one great here
food soldiers nti Bawumia ba onye hwe mamo
omunye hu enne na say ya omo ba so omo ba be vote no omo ba ye ho omo hu ye da
bato be me na 87 years no Dr. Bawumia be na so vice president na mo food soldier mu hu no
ye hu bibia vim lady maminka bi mi nso say ya anko bia prime minister full soldiers yenye bibia online yenye bibia free party no ho che maslo kokora ebenya loan dia maye ma me mo dia so masene no ye hu bi
okay
eti se emra ba na obi a wodwene ye ho from day one wase mo hwe mo nkrofo yi o mo hwe mo nkrofo yi so mo nyina bu nua digu o masum na ne abase akwanya beda na beto asan dia mamu biem no any the vim lady any the
ya bi so on chema te so no so kasa fa camera no so ma ne ba me ba busia bo
afia wo ambushi me pa o na de wo ambushi me pa enti no papa ki o magu kamu na
but opa for ni baba na me busia no so yeah na me busia no don't worry send the link to ma unipa ba akona nipa no so nkasa baba me cho ma post when you MPP for Delhi almost some breaking 8 ya be say breaking the 8 will give us the leader
we new producer ni
but me can for you no say they stress na ba no dem say be na na be chi ni anu it can be actually be because pressure we don't pressure beba etunya club bia enum bia kekechile bi ko wacha pressure we dey more wirem me ma Ghana politics stress no encho club bia tie no onum bia na ubi eti ni so na esro ho no hwe code bi wo ho na taxi code na you can win 10,000 it's a delegate from party ti akonya na come bi omu enti se club bia chesi ka dia mpacho fa hujim na kwajo 10,000 Ghana cedis betima edwetire ama master ogu krom so omunye bi nti ya e wa bonte no wa hwe be heading ti club bia de ya enjoy club bia shele papa na u say yes Uya, send usika no. Like 10,000 Ghana cedis. Na for education. No one say code now be on a friend countess, young colani, utu and son so and a friend countess. Code now be on so just text a hashtag a 899 star 9 hash. What that say? Star 899 star 9 hash. Star 899 star hash. Okwa 10,000K. No aje. Odi educate odi amount you are yere o girl bi anafe odi ye adwuma na no an no. We club beer, enjoy. Ya be live draw so TV so until live draw ne ba so TV to ni na bon live and colored. O 10,000 wo man no aje bra Ghana ye until club for di actually kojo de we chill chale club beer. And ewra ya no for see beer de no ane club. What you say? Enum fun no aka ne no any club. And ya can for you so ama a friend say nuanoma perfect man. Omu siesie mema na Bawumia no politician no drive. No say na say no anom she kaftan jalabia. Ya no swagon man e dia ma o papa na o person ma me pronya e ba no wa pimpam bia be 10 20. Pimpam ni nyina agu on ma obi a chele na dia ma no ne o ba ye dress so mo say yes. Brand ye waju din hu twa e na wo nam no guess ma fans na nye so ma fans kwa because hu twa decent, you know, nice now they Joe point. It's perfect man. I say brano muntwa obi, omutwa ostro ne for mususu a omombe pam captains na the amount. Omo odo na trotro station odo na so dem chrome for just you. Hard working Ghana for man to be a big fashion shop omo they dress you, they are grooming you. Ti free on pabo akosi ustro nya man kwa na dress it. Mema nyina mo dress ye be perfect man. O say friend say 0244 147212 0244 147212 perfect man no nature say no what dress free show ekosi efom meba abrantia no bra o say oh no di the thing so kan ya no waka anim so kan ya no ne ehu aha o di the
me friend me oti oware
one person when beba o no nye decide
me line ntia baby am woni ntia baby am me tin ntia light na nduru ho
just a phone now could just bring the okay move the phone next stand so no problem no problem
okay.
No problem do what decide yana
me pacho me na ade ba me tie me nua no yie pa about digitalization and
what decided
na me decided that me ni me nkofo nyina ye decided there be no one to amakan okoto amahwan because ye ne me wakan kwe no for bia me wanomle
okay
na the ekoso no okay Mr. Vim lady mama starting here she party executive nya to abawi they don't know us she oko party offices here me no kase ultimi executive bakoda obeko na nkofo na tete ho open moa na waja o application e dia mom how many years na obia e party office empo no watimi na kasa se ebia uhia moa enti some say ombo miniana can digitalization bebre metena say eno na a movie the economy war but me person can be say impact no to the grassroots at saying yeah or can big say na say or background no be say digitalization no can what is the impact on the grassroots. We are not feeling it. We are not feeling the digitalization he's been talking about. And what is he trying to tell us? We understand, yes, to drive the economy forward. No, it is the digitization. It is good. But maybe I will say they have to look at it. Say, is it having impact with the community? Yes or no?
But how can it answer? And just a long term. No, so more share say Ghana. Ebenya because digitization say nya kwani ebenya for so long term. Ti say the Akoto abroche no.
Me pacho every lady. Mami musa ba all kind or say all the cows said yeah they almost started your assembly plan. Kantanka oba Addae kantanka ni ho. Kantanka oni ho. Enti kantanka na kamo so kantanka say o twen say all the beba assembly plan. Nipa say na befa. No, I don't get it.
Aban so aboa kantanka na.
Men kase ababo no make sa comment na me kase na kantanka so eni ho ana. That is what I'm talking about. We could help the local industries, to expand normal for Nipa more, but they are not looking at that one. They are looking at outside investors to come and open it, but local ones and they will kill them. Look at how many big men in this country, our MBA companies, have they helped them? No. But he's talking about those kind of things. But that is where I'm having a challenge with those digitization. I like it, and I like those digital because it driving economy forward. But what is the impact? Have they done any analysis to say that the impact is not and Zoom line on board the application bar near the Grassroots yes online. What kind of problem is this? Is that is
boss also doing the same crime refi
Missy Oti Oware.
Oti Miss Oware Inti say yes digitization online where bonnie
maybe proper Zoom line a ball from online and also go online. Sunny yes you can on share online ho yo ho
na opani anamu kwaje visa say you see apply online ti Bawumia ka say online
visa Oti say visa no online e dey na friend visa say uko obi krom ono e won say o dey ma and nothing say disclose yourself until you disclose your identity to or no krom why you are coming there. That is the visa. Anything also call online no who and no crown who we also upload do picture account no show we nipa ban out there to Mitigana hana me person me call prepare AMA but also me call online. What are you telling me?
No penny said you money na mo call Dubai ya omo application online yo omo
you need Dubai yo you need Dubai you Ghana
if we don't like it it's not penny
we start from somewhere before and na me so make say so me call online voting is me online omo share me o I'm there. They should come there. They will see me there. Okay. They should stop going around and use online to get us there. We are there. Exactly, because your pen say, you see, your pen say, oh, they share asema me be a make a biano, me the baby one for say Okoka exchange rate in one sem, and no NDC for and you can't hear the triumph and $1 is saying if the fundamentals are weak, exchange rate will expose you. And they expose you and you and then crack crowd the bar due to you can't even pay because the exchange rate is too high. So the amount Nimo porter very expensive. That is what I'm saying. Menka say onyere, Bawumia have done it, but I'm saying say why we have gotten to now. We need a businessman, not a politician. We need a businessman who will come and drive the economy forward. And we have seen say Agyapng is a businessman. He has business ideas. And that business idea and impacting more on the grassroots because you see, say all the business are all is for the benefit of the grassroots. Will be a steel factory, grassroots, will be a coastal grassroots Juma, will be a way. Okay, I say ordinary grassroots Juma. Nipa say never form late people. But we are talking and now me no can say affordable house in a buy. We buy yen penny for no ajeje no masa e dia maye so masa niam akoso yen pese e beka throw yen niam bebre wo outside affordable who afia oti ho ne me grassroots me ye teacher ni me da nya bi ato but yen penny for no abeje no masa dia rent yen on ton ma o or the rental at the higher cost. So we are talking about this say very bad. But this is where we want to stop it. And yet, Obi
so dina baby ko kan se bi akane de Agyapng amamuska. Na sika amagie enti e na mo anu aye den amu ka
Kennedy Agyapng ye tumu chede adwuma na ama no because yenuanom NDC fo ebi wo yemu omo de ama ka kire yese omo de omo nim Muhammad da so onye no just yakofa Bawumia de no so onye kura. It means that omo tested the two of them before and they think say our candidate if you become Bawumia and they will even vote for anya yedi yen say no kura and on back of Muhammad Babak but they can ba they still think that between Bawumia and Ken and Mahoma and Ken Kennedy is more trustworthy in terms of the two because Omumi lose integrity when it comes to the Enokre because a throne did that and Yapaho she said but where we want to take the politics no Yabrosa and throw some say
Oh, can any more be nyina o ma mo hwe da o ma mo kapre kra.
Me say waba one pe or buy no or 100 Ghana. If you minim so on my TNT me catch and say baby I'm free me buy no and nothing am beji say TNT no but me catch and say enya nothing am to man because me gina semdi minim so otena bi oba obeboa grassroots entina me di kaka say I'm going to vote based on obi ni previous asema waka o se ade yo oka oye enti Bawumia assemble no waka waye eno na me have no problem with it eno ntina me ka say ken assembly o ka bian oye o ka say obesi 37 hospital cardio center wasi waye mejidi o se obeye we enti odi bi no mfem proving kire me say obeye debi I don't want to hear stories again. Now we want to vote and vote massively for Ken to bring the change that we need. That is all.
Okay. Nana Pia, what do you think about these concerns? It's just 2 weeks in there, but Omo Kase, in some Omo can, what do you think? Nana Pia, meaning so what can be, but person was watching on this one.
If you and some of my Kenya, Miti or Mubi, you see, Obi Kase. And I may say, for assemble car. Yes, yeah, exhibition, assembling of automobile exhibition of Ghana. Kantanka, say a VW, say a Toyota, say a whatever. So long as you are here in Ghana, you are part of the policy abiding the Ejumano. You have the opportunity to participate. Then you now promote to make my country of playing say Kantanka, Ebra or Mampeni, Eba, no, the policy ni say. Obeb granting certain, easiness, including tax waivers near DB. I no Kantanka benefit. You are promoting local industry. In fact, one district, one factory, Metimaka said there are a lot of local industries, omunina benefit, including pharmaceutical companies, omo ewo omayimu. So, niamini anomo can say. Digitalization na ye kan ho asema ene de omo ka se party no ye den hihye se ye nto aba no ene de omo ka se ye nyina Bawumia na se ye nto aba nti ene ye nkoje no online dabi ye nti niam bi ase. It is the parties and the constitution and the democracy of the judgment. That's how it is. And to me nka se indeed ni omo ka nyina, the question is that ye to aba ni hwie na se ye Ramamud Bawumia edi nku Nimo. We will need all of you. We will need every single new patriotic member to come and support the campaign. Nobody, under no circumstances, and I'm going to be the Japan where you contomponi, and I reckon the Japan. What I can say, you reckon the Japan where a party name mappa as a party no near Jinwa, met imagine baby. As supporting the campaign, I'm a party net meeting kunim. And unti my and Fabri Bissa, Antina Medi Kaka and say, Niamuka Nina, no Mukabia no Masamba Becase, a bina by Wayebi, and no crack, a bani by Wayebi, Yara Mahmoud Bawumia, or your vice president, or Bonanado, Danko Kufado, Chidom, a brand son, Nasia de 2 minutes in 7, Nasa or non Subaya as president, no, Yanina Yani Numa, your opportunity to see a bit to Miaka, as delegates, as members of the party. What's supposed to be our primary duty? And say, Yenina Babuania Tom candidates here, you bet him dinner facing new patriotic party. Ye Maya Nya be who fee, and as soon as see, and I can't say as soon as and who fee, as soon as and Nimo Guasin, as soon as in our chantro, and as soon as in yes say. In the unlikely events, and now say, Yakoto-Who now candidates in a way near, you need me to come. Yeah, 2 years now, candidate I will need you to come. It is the party's interest we are looking for, and not an individual interest. Okay. Again, say digitalization no more can even if not the opportunity to multiple munipa for as a fight for multiple and community within common. It is as a result of the power of digitalization. And omutika mu amapakia omutimini wudi nkomo e wi ase advance and we should embrace it. Yes, start your baby and then baby. And that is why my brother is so much. I mean, Padmo, what's one ma, a shisha na suma, or dress a kama, baby or tino, or timini yenina ye din komo. And yen some so my can say, yes, here. Compare Jumana online and yes, online to obi so be presidency uncle. We are belittling our thinking and our understanding of global policy and development.
Okay, Nana. Bad mom, we NPP for. Inti, well, just a party for we are talking like this. Send this if we are wanting some failure. This is a classic example. What do you think, Padmo? So microphone, what do you know? So,
you want to say we internal contest. Internal contest, the disagreements, you better disagree, we can. The most important necessary contest, we are say and ye come together. I don't know the most important. But I am happy, sir. Minya Nanapia. Some of the sentiments are coming from people who support Ken. Because sometimes maybe Corona would do candidate here. Obet only in summer, ye can find candidate in Kwa home to be so grassroots no be a supportable candidate no correct. But we amano a good opportunity to hear Oma almost supported Ken and so how they feel. And from him to hear this, almost this is a reflection of the party's grassroots.
Yeah, but Padmo, to be fair, also the organizers, I said delegates, so they are not being entirely fair. Say, Bawumia and on your candidate until you couldn't have gone round. He's also saying to say at least Bawumia so you be. Now I say Saka no masa baby to say I buy so you be. To move baby or they are not being fair.
No, if you are Obiaji say may MPP I can never stand and say MPP Bawumia buy no onye hwe Emma Ghana Wakufado enye hwe. That would be a total fabrication or a lie, right? But my typical example say Nana say some of the policies now can they are already implementing. And not yet, menena enye adwene and yet entirely the truth. For example, irrigation as some can. All my example say one village, one dam, and then you put 2 dam on our village, baby. Japan is talking about irrigation where you are piping water from a water body where water is flowing to a field.
That's not because in Chroma time now, I tell away. They we had an irrigation plant and here didn't toast or no more.
Obon Chromadin, one more Nanado Bawumia din. Do Nanado Bawumia promote irrigation. So no, because they can entirely new. Now make sure say no, the can is different from the approach we are using currently. Because currently uko 2 dam in Swan to Muma in Sunim. But Ken is saying the irrigation and can say in Swan a daho kakraka ethnical gupumuno. Young Christians shouldn't far pipes mu emra field. So that is not what we are doing now.
Okay.
On tourism.
Me say free national issues because munya candidate after na mo content after November 4th no we address the specific national issues no. But me say we omrantie delegates omo to amaken omo say Bawumia 7 years you hu no. All be pay. Na second so some of the areas not for any other places. Ni nyina na ken akohoda. Say na ya no obesi akọ.
If you are mention
delegates.
If you are mention why Kennedy Japan, though it be physically not no, but why he has been visible to the delegates. 1. Any timer Obi Biara party for year Jumama aban besi so enya appointment anybody looking down on the party grassroots. The only voice that stands up is Kennedy Japan. It's a honor Kennedy Japan physical, but you've heard the voice of Kennedy Japan advocating for you. Kennedy Japan is the only person. if you are looking for Bawumia, Ken, why ne can grassroots asema, Ken has no peer in NPP.
Okay.
Ken has no peer. Right? That is why grassroots won't feel said, Nenipan okasa be mayen. For example, Asamba said, Professor Tifa said, I don't know, you said, so president to say, or not the only the one MPP for Uncle Good National Identification Authority. No, can Japan was so what? NDC buy and yet you were Juma free in some grassroots for in a year, Juma party Nasa ban yes, I do. So if the president can wedding come up here, this is a disrespect to the people who brought the party to power. Because and the MPP ni delegate, MPP ni grassroots, on the Ghana ni.
Okay.
It is all fun, Juma. What is wrong? I was saying not there because we MPP ni. My typical example, the secretary of NPP, constituency secretary for Trobu constituency. Echo apply for a Juma Electricity Company of Ghana ECG. Echo interview. Ya catch at the final stage say yemfau because who host a political program or TV station biso. Enti oye a political risk to ECG. Yamfano a constituency secretary.
Now, Padmo. Is that not the right thing? Say,
no,
for your tax near the ECG.
If you
employment will be based on party secretary.
Oh, me pacho
the same system.
No, me say what apply. I go through interview. Man, can so be na so inside the
Okay.
He went through the mail, and you be na afan so the neko.
Okay.
Me who and a ma apply be. But Marco interview no obi interview panel and so who me with TV so that you say because me TV so AMPP argument me a political risk.
Now on a part when any possible say conflict of interest, baby, if you belong to a certain party. Now say you forward at a certain time one. Now say we PRO, not just it's a if I mechanical. Say for example PRO, you will not be objective in your public relations.
If you are minister now or share electricity company so share national. On why political day.
Minister, energy ministry. So no, there will be a political appointment.
So sure, it is a mere Ghana. It says Obia who me said Mikasa Emma MPP. It means me apply for Ghana Juma Bia because you who said Mikasa MPP. Is that the year 6 say we are party Juma Ghana Juma Bia and Timin foul? No, I am a Ghanaian first. So me ba na me ma me political coloration. A cloud to me judgment. You have every cause to sack me.
Okay.
But don't say, sir, because me belong to a political party, me to me by Juma. I'm rabbi and a shesa. Okay. Ghana.
Okay.
So what I say. Okay. And that is where Japan will come and say, sir, no, they are Ghanaians. Let's treat party people, or NDC new, or PNC new, or NPP new. First, the person is a Ghanaian.
Okay.
It's your qualifying quadia. Give the person the opportunity.
This
is the man who speaks for the people.
Okay. Very well. But pardon, Mammy Musa assassin will say more currency. Said the uncle for the Vim Casano. You know, everybody almost a voluntary work. No more musica. Say, or more fire Bawumia.
If you are, my main kind of same you are. So, a man and Cassette, most of the work of Muyama can Japan a volunteer. Man, my example. I will not sit here and deny, and Omar can say, Kennedy Japan about once nor buy an omom TNT of 100 Ghana cedis, which is true. Kennedy Japan runs or coinano. He gives TNT of 100 Ghana cedis. Medina constituency, MT Kennedy Japan, Ewo Medina, Emmanuel Presby. Obifi Damfa, Ufi Damfa, Eba Medina, Ese Kobaka. Once spend about 30 Ghana cedis, you will spend. Obano, Obechiani Pan, Obetanasi, Obi Didi. It's Obaka now, 100 cedis. And then now but if I can also sit here and confidently tell you, say, the 100 CDs that Kennedy Japan has offered, Dr. Bawumia has offered 3.5 times of what Kennedy Japan has given.
That is the 350 Ghana cedis.
Of course, every MPP delegate I benefited 350 Ghana cedis from Dr. Bawumia's campaign.
And I'm on apart from 100,
because any panel.
So I'm passing the Canadian Japan 100 penna 100
cities. Obi support Canadian Japan be a friend and there. Sasma make a meboa on the bank. 100 cities for TNT. It's a Jumana Omoya, the council, a grassroots na some say, yet dear, Nipan Yepeno, irrespective of sky, we Umedeba, Yepeno. Yan Ginisika, but yes, supporting. That's the difference.
Okay.
But in politics, it's not make as if you are me fee na me ba o mabiska. When I make I just said Dr. Bawumia by no 315 be share nsemo. Or by the first engagement, he gave 200 for TNT. In the second engagement, they gave 100. The third engagement last week, they gave 50. And in
one engagement,
100 Ghana, and you still see the difference.
No, pardon. I mean, how come
oh my goodness.
On one engagement, and what you
100 Ghana. Every
the other engagement in on call around to be able.
Dabi. Young Kobe Biasi Kobo Bia TNT free can Japan call rounds one.
Okay. One. Mama was opening, what you saw another person, opening tete. One higher delegates, me boy.
Yeah.
So one higher delegates, no.
Yeah, Debbie.
Alex Kokuta and Super Pede.
Okay.
I say Alex Kokuta Pede. Alex Mama Mura support.
That is the program. No, most share is there. It is Ken's interest. I mean, the money be
Nana Obi.
Kakumete won catch ya. What the cat meet
Nana Obi or say Momutu at 350. Bawumia and Kovo Mutu at 350 Ghana cities. My delegates.
The first 200, second 100, last week 50.
50. Yeah. Nana Pia, what you at 350 so far for each delegate?
That's polling station executives.
Nana Pia, now Kasa. Nana Pia. I'm saying you not to come so because if much you and I say Muntu and
Tipat if you are maybe a delegate too.
Also a delegate.
Messiah polling station executive.
It's about music and 350 no can be.
Oh, if you are let me better me can't throw. Oh, can't try headache. I won't sit here and come and lie.
Wow.
I'm a polling station executive. I'm a delegate. I vote.
It is almost rounds to be almost mouse can be.
And I'm not we because the back. And that is politics. You can't fault, right? Because all friends say me fear and me shawa. Maybe I'm maybe you have to give me TNT.
Okay.
But the way I know kind of say be will be a chicken the Japan second no the Japan Jumano. And these are a lot of the groups are the Japan voluntary groups.
Okay.
Kumasi Traders Association, purely voluntary. But don't too much you say can the Japan
Jumano. Now we are the only voluntary groups nibi.
If you have made a million share.
Okay, yo. Pardon what they are told me.
Because Bawumia na see family.
Good evening. Mr. Padmon. Mr. Padmon.
What you in 2 weeks? Oh, so when you delegate.
But the Juma Maya is missing delegate. And I'm my friend Pabe and my friend Pabe 70.
Also I'm on to my
now I know more trouble is a fear.
Nibusao.
Man of the moment.
Why?
Canada, Japan.
Okay. And I only the obey me my good leadership 2024 and
just if you are here. Canada raise NPP your friends conference Abattoir but raise ban papa because here since 1992 primaries being on mama kwa mo ya say that and I said and Canada or didn't wuji ma inka Dr. Bawumia enya de akro besi form akọ her delegate bia inka nsi is if you enfa no kwanya dwuma inka onko ho minua na apia kasa was it digitalization Bawumia be saying or a communication minister Addae Electoral ministry no 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 de bona safo hene na Addae wo na wo ye economic management team we yo chairman o dia no waye economy ni de onko ba bia mboso.
Okay.
Onko boss o ba bia.
Okay. It's only 2 weeks no so why you say Canada.
Say amfa kenama trust me MPP belusu.
Okay.
Addae da ho.
Mami na wase. Mami na wase nana. why no one so making a determination that that's a chinchina just a Canada Japan and a beba. Miss Amo me ba her back near the but opening Eric. Good evening. What do my microphone?
Yeah, I'm just here to say. This is so funny. Yes, man.
2 weeks to the time. Oh, what do you think?
Oh, maybe these people, they are just selling their dirty clothes outside, which is cool. One thing, why
so
don't
NDC into
of course?
Oh yeah.
Deɛ mehu sɛ ɔmo nyinaa wode ɔmo nyɛ baby a yɛde yɛtwɛn ɔmo a ɛnidi ɔmo ho atama. But the question I'm going to say, Addae nti na all this aspirant no ɔmo ntumi nhyia na ɔmo nyɛ debate.
Okay, aspirants in your debate.
Yeah, they need to just sit over there and just make a debate and see who said this and who said this. Let me forget about these people. Let me talk about the lithium. We are just leasing it out to people for them to come just and harvest it in our country. Majority of Ghanaians now, sometimes we don't take advantage of what exactly has happened in our country. Yenya lithium. So at least no only sika kra e wo man. When say who this says kana ba Akoto bet no. Who you says kana ba Akoto bet no. Who you at least my friend say 100 Ghana cedi. By the time it get into 3 years you have almost about 1,000 Ghana cedi. So you have made investment instead of you sitting over there and gamble. Lotto no. Bet no. It's not helping the youth.
Okay.
But Nini say NPP for abese or managing Obia try and making sure say they try to make sure that they make money anyhow. One thing we need to educate the youth.
Before Banagana heaven
That be heaven, but still till right now you see the I don't know how to say it in Proverbs, but see the idea was here Nieka. See
NPP for abese into them better from
Oh, yes, my friend say, one used to see. So right now, they are still blaming the NDC because they come in, they say, oh, because of this. No. When we give the mantle to you, it's up to you for you to take it. I didn't want to say, sure, yeah, man. I say, we shift blames. It's just, okay, me, say, na me, part more better or part more a Canadian, the other guy is a Canadian. I can see, say, from right now, Canada Japan guy, this guy is making sense more than the other guy.
More than Bawumia panel.
Yeah, because I said the other says, oh, digitalization, all this thing is in motion. Bawumia doesn't have to do anything.
Okay.
Before Nana Addae and his president came to do, there was mobile companies already. This thing is already there.
Okay.
So any serious minded person, oh my catch them and say, oh, I have to register this. Obia to go Google can do anything.
Okay.
So it's not you doing it.
Okay. What I NDC bank, NPP and Bawumia.
Of course.
Okay. Okay. I say, but I see NPP for in our grown a moody because on the Mahama, Jidis Mahama has what it takes. On no betting me about Bessie Sangana. Bad Prince, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Stefia. Diabokode.
Adomoso. But for why you know how can I say the message about Musa said also Canada Japan raising ban. We raise ban with at him. Did any disrespect to everyone? And I question.
Oh, and you're true, and then you're true.
And you're true. Okay, until so chair.
Yeah, and then you're true. So
how
we
can delegate?
Me delegate. Me from New York.
Okay, New York.
Yes, see, I me or German. I'm not say.
Okay.
Yeah. They're not making say. And sometimes I'm talking about unifier. Say NPP na. If you first of all, Mamusu asem. Say okay, Obama and Clinton time na pay election with USA. What in some Clinton catch Obama? Yes, and so after that, Omunina come together to campaign. It is a party. Maybe because we're party in Nenya. Munya na Muslim to go feel a Ghana for not in here and a person be a coso. Tia Munya say, will be NPP need to be because NPP a Ghana same near account. So I say, it is a honorable king who be no account where Ghana Puntu Muniano. What I say, So we US here.
2 weeks to elections. No, feel said then direction ben na.
Yeah, me feel say delegates have to vote for Honorable Ken because the message in our money is strong. Once now we question you say it depend impact na Honorable Ken I know a northern region. It's a lot. And so northern region they can say it and say it and no matter why more. So I say and until I say also there be are fighting more man. So and NPP for no umokase unifier no Honorable Ken unifier echemba Bawumia nkofo no oma ko hunsu na no ma ba ha bebusa se hwan na hunsu no o kai say NPP ni NDC omoko tie wo parliament na 137 so be kaya it takes Honorable Ken and ma man ya ofi formina ebe ka NPP ho because na dom dia man no omo tweet man so bad Emma Kufuor ko gina platform so say on timini independent bia enya aduma enso mu hu de siye
okay
e buy no bia timi approach man no
Ken is the best
Honorable Ken unifier tia omu nyina ba e no mo ko contract say onye unifier enso bibia si NPP mu a won esiesie bibia obi anya say mo NPP mu a ono anim no mo de koto e man ko siesie mo enso won so la mo so onye unifier
okay Reverend Amena o say Ken no unifier Mizamo ayi wona wa baso no Muna we delegates 2 weeks about the mo wie mu se Bawumia complaint am make oba no obe ka bibi kra muntie anambetie
is if you are ka menaka NDC ni asema ka oka naka o ma me kwana mbuza no one question kan pepa because omo candidate na kasa onam say o wini mahama ndi na me ka say kene Japan na betimi amachi no obi a wonam say o second time a wo ba wo say wo ba constituency ejagade wo be chen kokwa mom na omanye no achese wo leader woni vision bi ama country no wa koton confirm moment to Burkina sisi o si obe wo nkugogbo na wo ye party ba no wo nkugogbo no wo ton kokoma chese mahama ni ade bi ama enu ni ye pe obi o business mind se Kenya Japan no wa ba be boa no na minua so ekasa say unify in terms of say ye be hia look omu wafuto obi omfankoma untumi oti de bi omuti TV so edi Kenya Japan atem eno ni eho ni the beginning because if they are able to stop them say over radio so adumakuba over radio so any TV so a yen kasantia onyonko enu ti na ma yen youth no yen ni abre no because ye hu say ono the whole and its chairman original chairman original TV so gold na me ye delegate na me bre wetin be you gold o say wo kwakoto Chelsea football team eju na aseme na opese o ka kire me no
no party ni na de man no anaso ono anitika
na nya party no free enya party no free
mama ba so man ko
aseme na kan ni say afia ni me kan say youth no ye buafu say niema bi na omo ye na mpanifo no ye dia enya hwe enu ti na o ka say Kenya Japan nsem bi okeka omo mpanifo no kasema enu de problem bi no ho na yen grassroots kasema na Kenya Japan ka eye problem omo hwe ni yie omo ko block youth wuntimi on kasa ne all transit na oye debi emboa na yen hwe say because let me tell you ni ekeka nyina no ye wie a ye nyina ye be ka bom baako ye be twema Bawumia nkofo de is easy ye be twema ba because omusa ye be twema nyina ba be kan ye won tempera ni etimi move forward because we move the omusa ye be easy for us to crown
Obama Bawumia ne nkofo showdown meboa
ye we showdown na ye be say mama be boy omo de na easy
ye kwa kepos another showdown
vim lady we dey be so na me dey futu ama delegate ye be sremo ye dey na abayo Kennedy dey on the okuma yetem bia ti messa mo ma yenye mistake bia omo ma bedi omo de no ma de omo de awie Kennedy no beba be boaye abeboa Ghana man ti messa mo akwanya we de ye fa ma Kennedy obi bia okoto aba bia o make sure say o to ama Kennedy na ye okanko enough de ye di kra ma Kennedy one touch that will be asked
my farmer Mr. Amo me ba mo amako nana ya oni bra kwaku tete me ba mo ho bra Mr. Amo mami musa yeah me ba so mo amo kase enko yie wo maban mu second ko face mahama obetimi
Oh, bet me. Madam, Nimpa NDC Fosro. No, Nimpa NDC Fosro, Addae Kennedy, Agyapng. Because NDC for Corans or Marcus, Yenya campaign, you went before you know Munkas or Munkotuma Bawumia. Now Bawumia, the Wabe mess up on Ekufadu. It is all your way, they need it. Sana, Yapende, Mama Befa. But Kennedy Bar, a very difficult am I. And to me, catch you, is allow. Yen 2 yaban. Sika de maya ye beji edi be beto amaken na ken ombra no yen ko promise you David omo maye
kantam say ye ma muske bia
can my transportation 100 Ghana so bia mfa ka me say baby me fa taxi me call ya me koko share that day can near Bekasa or guest guide. Well, Achimota guest guide one. Ye kon obiama 100. Say yenji na yem fanfaka anko ye fee. Apart from that, can more beer
bia vim le die ni ntronch na wodi da.
Ye no kwen ye kan. Obe me background about the investigation be say can I hin na wa mai.
Mate me say mama me na wonu team na se my ade.
You said that ye ko showdown Saturday catch ye ko ye ko minister kwa kan hu do ti mabo bufia mabo bisa na me fanfa kanko basa ba me ade anka me nko
showdown aba
showdown asa aba akra akọ showdown am obi an say you ni abre ba me ade anka yenko enti ye dase
Misa mu mami na wase ne de mo Bawumia buga papa misa mu ne nkrofo banana pia mpese me de unuanu aka nana ya onom ne ade be join nana pia what do you think how the feedback we be kwa koma Bawumia na fo so ma sheda pa no mo bom divo say because mo 7 years o mu hu Bawumia wo constituency woni ade o fo so ma sheda bibi na o ma je ana say o the feedback be kwa koma Bawumia say bia constituency fo ni bi so mu hu omo
Afia mamenka bibi wa hanum say Yewura Mahmood Bawumia akọ campaign constituencies no nyina wakọ 4 times 4 consecutive elections so nim sir as flag bearer running mate twice and then as vice president twice into constituency delegate obi and one if the person is being honest obeka say ohun Bawumia na say ohun Bawumia on the constituency there me then say you see we internal contest politics and some dynamics bebre. I am quite happy say you know delegate vent out what they think they have to say ema amanyo semono de ema nyini so hono enema bi omo kan me ne omo nyaadwene ebi mu so omo kan me nso so misua bibi efiri mu mi ye de wo gidie kese pa say November 4th no Yewura Mahmood Bawumia obedi nkunim but the larger interest in say ye wie pe ye de party ni nyina ba begina faako na fei wono a wabeda no nanum nsem obeka ene ne nhihye ode begu akwan mu ene mpanimfo atwa ne ho ahia no nyina no omo ne nani so ade hunu no be baako na fei yatimama party no aya akono na party ni mu aye hwam na we mu nsem omo kan nyina no ye wie pe Yewura Mahmood Bawumia no mu nyina bekasa ono omo kasa wie pe a megidi ye se eya no kra ye ko ranso ye ti nsem bebre ebinum ewon eminasefo ewo ho let's be very honest with ourselves enye wo bia na o party ni mu ame na wo kasa samre wo ye happy na obeka se bibibia no ne nsa ka binti na ni age enu nti na ye koso sere se ye be makwan na se party ni timi to aso bie mu a bia nya mfinhia nso anansia twam wo nsa nka no nyame be ye wadom na wo nsa timi aka ye de ye wo gidie se ye num nsem a anasa amane bon nsem a Yewura Mahmood Bawumia de ama delegate no de omagina tumu se ye koto aba ni wie pay ogide at least 70-75% de nyankopon ti obenya na wonya wie no a obe rally all the party members around him na ye nyina no yasom na yakonkon no a December 7th 2024 no ye de nkunimdi ebebre new patriotic party and we there internal issues yan yesom say ema democracy no enyini ewo internal political issues mu ema ye nyina no ye ko ye nimu no na ye hye ye ho den na ye sua ne ma nso so efa mu nye we na ebetete ye same as party cra
me das na na to bo me pese mbusa won so question about mu be breaki 8 ni ti ma me fa nana ya good evening
me nua ba na say
Adom. Minimum how they only delegate, but 2 weeks.
Me delegate, so me can't pay me a delegate. Yeah, bro, because
Oh yeah, my wine. Bawumia na say wine.
Baby, press 1, na G power, na press 2, na co-position. Simple. If you want power, press 1. If you want opposition, press 2. And only a message they are delegate no. Who press 1 automatic power. Beba power no beba automatic. Because
Na power
no from
oh
FA. Here 2008. 2008. Na MPP. Enya na ibelusu election no. It was what we my friends say apathy in voting. Enya simua Agyapng. Sese no omo ton toast, omo ton atwomo, omo ton hanky wo kwan ho. Just Kennedy love no ye organic one no. Organic one na ankasa afia. Eti Kennedy die. Nanti da bia ne enko one way sa gentleman for no there be. Look, afia mi kire wa de. If you want to choose a leader, all other aspects of his life is none of my business. A leader is someone who is capable of delivering. And all other aspects of his life, at what the Asian say, is he able to deliver? Yes.
Okay.
All other aspects of
it's
none of my business.
Politicians' personal life is important.
No. What in private life?
Issue. Personal life in here.
If you are politician, a leader will come, he will provide me job. A leader will come and provide me security. A leader will come and provide me all that I need. Why should I go and check his behavior? Say, no. So who choose a leader? You pesa way there when you presidential and when you gentle gentle no na baby.
Yep. Nana Maminasi. Miss Addae, good evening.
Fine, Benefia.
But 2 weeks, who is saying 1 echo.
If you 2 weeks, there. Maame fa fidie so na menchia me ra compreko ye kodi 1 week 4 days northern region ye call 5 northern region ni nyina enra anopa me ne nyina na full plane ye bedu be 9 1 hour 5 minutes ni ye bedu kotoka ye bedu airport na se wo hwe ye du Tamale airport no na Kennedy gina ho na airport ho ankasa no airport fo ni nyina befum ne ho na o kire o mo say sisi ya Tamale international airport na wo hwe se wo kọ Burkina plane no within 5 minutes bia 10 minutes 5 minutes gugum na o muza say na o se enye say e bomba na say etio e cargo planes a airland wo Burkina efa fresh tomatoes, alpha cucumber, alpha carrot, alpha just say all sorts of distance, within 5 hours now land London. And no near there or catch yana, your coach yana pick up no catch and say, or the 5 northern region baby feed the whole Africa. Now the 3 northern regions, a farm place near the feed Ghana. Now me say delegates are Akoto woman. Me say, if you have 2 3 say, me say northern region. Yani Bawumia 60-40. You better 60. Bawumia benya 40. Because
Bawumia come territory no.
I'm telling you, the last baby I did ya Bawumia come near the ne hokra no mami. Where the nyani will be catch and honeymoon one to him say, Yama 100 Ghana, near ma 30 Ghana. And the Kennedy ma 130 every delegate biano or man 130 for 30 near transport, na 500 no. Ewe. Omukromum pesika no omu pese omni ni twa picture keke. Picture ni kure hi omu chensika.
It is kind of 130, but just na omu pe picture no omu pe ken
omu pe picture chensika me say Kennedy better or best sorry, yeah, best sorry 4 o'clock no. Na oma hotel no ma ba be fun wa oma. And na oma who say on
Obani that enye asemi ase John kan ya no mo de kan se fie
Debi mami ya tre krom ha cha mami nchire wade Kennedy amoma hu say ono ni time no 5 northern region no enipa be free south ha akwa adwuma ewo northern region who 13 years 14 years no omye kaya you no ebi nsi biem a thing of the past ewo no ni time eno na hye omunkran no che say ye ministers ewo all northern region abu Ambruzali interior minister abu friends defense
lands and natural resources.
Yes, enti omu nyina no 5 northern region no enti se mo hwe ne nkwala wie school na omu ba ene ye de omu ye kaya yo ama yesi wo from airport yesi ya na obi fa me na mama omu de melanku sabehia me ode me ko islegon oye muslim no osihwe hwefia Bawumia yire esi wa ha eye kufuo de ne be times 2 Bawumia
yire o ma yi wono enye ne dia muka
Messi me na me question wa afia camera picture me na afia ni nyina ye full camera message ni video ni dia ma na me pese me yes sure and ye kwan ni nyina because of no mti
mu ye da na mu se Bawumia yire ko no ni papa was Canada.
Oh, ne papa we hwan sika nka sika dem ni papa we sika eye kufu ado yire no onu na ni papa we sika Alhaji Jawula onu ni pa MPP obi enim sani ede vice president Emano before Alhaji Jawula be wo Bawumia dua kase no ansa no owu asa me na okay when they catch us oh Messi oh yeah party ba Alhaji Jawula temi Alhaji Jawula ye party ba or ye obi a wa finance party o tie sika ma kufu adoa ye di ni madam now they we are some making a trying to make oh MPP for name MPP anointing na Bawumia bresa no so what I say now Ukraine now Ukraine maminka samcho Bawumia na ye Ukraine cry away na kodu say Ukraine GDP was almost 7%. Ghana koya kodu 54 because of Bawumia. A failure nana pia base. Bawumia eya dekita na noche therefore ene be ya dekita no. Enya Bawumia juande Bawumia economy. Wono na ma economy ne ko ya chese.
Send mo number no private chat no so me fro na Monday yenye wo nko a o ti ase ye do so beba. Nti send mo number no. Send me number no private chat no so. Why?
Matem mefro.
Send me wo ha sesi a send mo ha me train number no. Why?
Okay, message no sisi.
Bawumia nya. Ono de odi kana asem no just so ya do me Bawumia. Mo ka so me
o da bi afia no kra na make achewo.
Next week. For photo no o ti o twa ye no Samira de en Fabra.
Message ni here afia maminka semcho afia tie me. Last one
next week.
Udete Donald Trump yere Hermes bag 450,000 na bag awo da it take 2 years.
China there e obi to me twa fake. Mo si what mo ka so open tete. Sa bag no kuta de betimi aba say e fake. Ye China
fake. Oh afia ja. Afia wo de me aspato so be kasa akura mbato ojai. Afia ja me aspato so be kasa.
Ghana de na to nya bebre nya original o.
Bag no bag it take 2 years. Ansana etimiaba bag the whole year untimi to 2. Bawumia yire etimia to bag we maku over 18. O ka chem say ye fake.
Na who say what 13 openi.
Na Bawumia yire ntuma wo kra say ni ache mokola fo ntuma omoton. Na wo ka chem say bag na wo ka.
Oya advert say the TV so ya advert. Omo the man for advert.
Sound.
Yeah.
Sir.
Man for advert.
Sir. Hey, afia wona wo kasa.
The president
for him go for bre Bawumia kro me nipa e wo ho nyina da. Nipa wo ho na ndisi fo ho meshela mini omu twapita na me omu t-shirt. Meshela mini omu twapita omu say Kennedy ba omu beto mama Kennedy. Na me pese me hu the value of Bawumia eye wo walwale. Masa wonka hu na jai. Wonka hu ni ngofo na akura. Oh, Anka.
Next week Monday, Pacho. Why? Send me number. Ni say I'm a train number. Okay, good evening.
Steph, I'm a chow.
I remember also say I'm Pacho. It's saying.
I'm yadum. Now Steph, I know she done our coffee. I compre for Bayana.
Me na me dem nam control. Ade me the link na am producer name mo am o na me dem control. The obeba no obeba.
Fine, but all the same no. Kennedy and crowd from about Munya Butru, or Munya Cassane, because it seems a yaw dear mumu. But, sir, obey as a MPP, Efra Banswa, at the end of the day, no, Mone Behamo, because Nipana Mumu Dinechino, or Nuninjuma, a war Ghana, no. At the end of the day, no, or no Behano, because NDC bar, or no Kennedy, no, Onyano, Onyanesa. Into us all banner Mubekasa, Omunya Botre, and a delegate no Omunim the Omokotra Abanamano Dada. Dr. Bawumia will win, obey winning hands down. Sabianya Kasani the day, Dr. Bawumia be winning. Tia Omunya Botre, na MPP no, entra Bemu, said Kennedy Nebebo, a Bawumia Nebebo, Omuna, a bear one, they are supporting Nipa, Namubanamu Begunipa, Bihufia, say Yanisa. Musoria obi bekasa o say economy papa ya obekasa ekrana I think say onimushe and the economy grew 52%. Stay here as I'm talking to you now Ghana's economy saying inflation I'm saying 38%. Inflation at tiaba form. And now inflation at tiaba for me. Andrew January Andrew March no ebetimi aba be 15%. It's about 15%. Now say Andrew say young control bana say inflation in a single digit. Ubet me catch himself Bawumia buy no onye hwiana.
Okay.
Aya munya botre na Bawumia no and a wiase no season bia ne leader Nyankopon choose no. Bawumia no ompo Nyankopon choose Bawumia will be the next on a bedi omanpanyin next year.
Yo.
Nyankopon choose na wi nti omunya abotre na omunya dede na ya na Canadian crop asa ya obi na mode be kasa mode be attack nipa ba yenye ne sa na NDC ni na stafia NDC ni na obeka say omunya debate no mahama ne Dr. Adofo be no mkoye debate be no mkoye NDC for the ya memo mekasa na mahama no so yo odwanfunu a on try baby.
Okay, yo.
Mahama yo dwanfunu.
Yo, okay, mama no ase. You could see good evening.
Good evening, Amansia Hima. Me bajo to say.
Adum bajo so e.
Ewurade adum. Amansia Hima. Ise wa Hima de ma o space na efe pa. Say dem mre de nya san kifo.
Baje dio.
Yo, efia. Me fa what you so platform so ma tia atie po.
The person o say 2 weeks. No dey because time na kanisa. 2 weeks no.
2 weeks here. 2 weeks here nya de obi ani Canada Japan April ho. Efia. Because I want you with you, Musa de Nibani.
What you are broaching on in the across the ground?
Oh, nephew, another near to you near what broaching me will be great to me, woman, Cromina, Mitimi, ye no more to a crominim. If you any work guy a broachino, you fear some more wolf, you know. If you what do you say? Me Canada Japan, some more Kenya, they yummy damn and you need discipline. Because if your discipline were free, and the case say, National service kura no koya edubewura military saa asem no kura karama afia bani aso hwe modwuma ya muye hwe dia da no me de mi twam de UTV enkofo wura ho mokoye afia o ma discipline wom ubetime wura e ka se obi studio akọ behave say anti discipline so ma bia be develop a discipline afia abrofo kura mo ewe wo wuni ma brochire abrofo ma gimi che ania bibifo e ba se ka se enyimi a ene omunyonko ne but you come and say discipline if you be a protecting them. What do you say? But then a discipline you we didn't go some years so and you have a queen, a quaco patcho, and as some wine. But the Johnson call a Caribbean your man is sick or cost funded up £200 a brussel. Or buy a money to
okay, you.
What do you say? Confident time was so beyond nephew, or quite part to a number 10. And won't hear what if you discipline idea very important. But then a discipline you
okay,
the yeah, me catch it say. Upra for mukra was said discipline no so afia bokra nke bia ukran kwa dum no. What you say discipline very important.
Yo, what about see ya? Oh, dear, mammy, now say I'm more be some ratchet, bro. Good evening.
Good evening, Papa. Also, we have a call there.
I don't batch also. Didn't you?
Aha. The American say Ghana for NPP for Mestre pass Monto Martin. Mestre pass Monto Martin.
I didn't see.
You me Agyapng, Dr. Bawumia, or a noble man. No two ways about that. But what is he bringing on board? Nancy, me, and I be so was what the electric cars, back Ghana. I was like, wow. I had no since 2017. UK since 2017. And electric cars. When we using grand easy electric cars. And no electric cars no only ever producing on Ghana. It's something that it was standing better. And the workers are what the electric cars who produce electric cars way
Okay.
Okay. Mr.
Can any for Babua?
Mr. Monto Martin. Because man or vision. And I'm going to Ghana.
Okay. Yo.
Almost can Nina delegates Nina. Mr. More inbox me baggage. Why?
You was a more support can mu inbox and Miss Actually Boasama can Paco in Pacho. Good evening.
Good evening, Sister Fia.
Pacho is saying.
I do want me here.
Udino was a son, and nothing, and then your Paco Tiana.
I think it's Douglas.
Okay, you. Who got up Australia, my boy?
No, Maryland.
Maryland, okay. Pacho into you. 2 weeks, one out here, I be Kwamano.
Oh, yes, I'm Kennedy.
Okay. Why?
Yeah, it's on the
almost that blasted message. My woman answer mon shed and brass and I'm intimidated. Bawumia and for no.
Oh, the Padmo commission in baby.
As a woman,
Central region. Mamaka wants to treat about Kennedy. Show. Me crew, me free some village or Akademstra. Me friend to near pet the whole community. Yes, net is you and near the whole community is 50 million those days. And a community unit we provide 20 million. 40 million. Kennedy bar on a day 20 million the kind of home. It's me is you. It's Kennedy will be. Yes. Kennedy will be. Me I can percent donate 10,000 crap. A man and sacra maybe or match this November election.
Who donated $10,000? Yeah, not 10,000 Ghana cedis.
Dollars they can come for the community. 10,000 Ghana cedis for now.
Okay. Who the best supporting campaign?
Yeah, that's what I want.
What about Bawumia campaign?
Bawumia me penasem, but on say nema okay kan no. As you see no you need message about beka. If you say me not first them to the cars best 3. If you Muhammad time na due to boarding, ben na ko tin ko pop back pomba. Due to no boarding then. If you as a young guy and I make Bob Brown na and me to me bibisa na say good business is answer. Also buy no promises of the my one see the baby about the city to dollar rate no baby and you say okoka den na check Ghana for this year. I bet one was about me a 70,000 votes. 70,000.
Okay.
So to me as an NPP for like I see the because upon you need to see do na o he can so policies or the banner the enema you want to be sure hona ye de Ghana be boy or say or the form which is farming and or the develop Ghana and also need to me because it me compare to the Juma say ye kwhye cars and money it me nimro no compete but you want start be ho a e betimi ya na de aboa o my Ghana it is if you ask question to na mo na so hu mranti a o mo na street o mo nya adwuma anya allow to you.
Yeah, no, the Debbie I can't want them.
You me down.
The message. You also be more campaign. No, the 10,000.
Yes. Okay, me that.
The Japan go for the MZ mobile pa. Department pato. The number na sana na gina because I said you kind of fear delegate. Yes. Hey, Edmond Pacho. Good evening.
Good evening, Sophia. That's it.
Mommy, and you want to say I can't call for me. Tina na mbuza padmo so share that the message because mom say omum brass no mbe intimidate mana. Oh, I don't know what I want from call for ni bi. Na na pia.
If you are on him, say, program I yeah, me teaching na my din na meeting na me share omunina. The beautiful of it is 4th November we are. Omunina be frɛ, omu de anigye ene mumume ebe support you Mahmoud Bawumia. Ye nyina ye so much he said Yewura Ken oba contest no mu no. In fact, wakyerɛ ne bobre e wo contest no. Na party no nso ene party man nso nim sɛ de de ne kokon obedi nkunima maye no ene Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia. Enu nti ye kra no ye bebo Yewura you can Japan aba so say waba contest no mu ama sebin preduasa wo firi no hwa no one declare intention po no atima betu wo no mu a over 20 years ago eno mu declare mo intention somebody president. And we appreciate his efforts all yet to support to make sure say contest will be lively and it will be very lovely. And you know, media my idea. Thank you.
My Edmond Bacho Yentio. One of us ever come 2 weeks.
Oh, it's a yeah, and yes, you know, say can, no can. You know, I miss your baby because if I'm a big although we yes, yes, so we obey. It's your baby because if I'm on it, then oh, really, if you're on it, delegating at NASA, it's about the show. Since when a friend is saying, Canada, charge for treason, I didn't know. Sanamo because of NPP party, delegating NPP party, and some of us in a TBA for treason. And for Ghanaians, once a Canadian Casadia and just a Ghanaians, you may be ACC will be and the man, and yes, be Australia, no, Mr. Casanas, no. For Yaman of 4 years, and yeah, and more of an Ethiopia would give you my amount of 4 years. And the Panaka baby idea for 37, why Kajas I sent I always see. If you miss Kagetwa, and I pay the room, so I live in a woman, so all year, dear boy, man. It is any passes of a bunch of baby beer. There's no say a unity 100%. You say, Obaba, Wabe, and or your leader so. Or your leader, because you be a leader, but yes, I'm here so a leader. Because of your contract in my name, of course, I could find my anymore. Just a name, a waste of pay. Because once you for sign contract, the contract even for us, I don't know. Can the end segment of your contract, as you know, the moon, ya Munkum, Yakas, you may be sunny, it's your own.
Right, but mammy, now so your point is made. So Kennedy Nipa or more usual. What I do? But good evening. But mommy reading message. You'll be sending me sister. I think it's about time we have tried businessman for the first time in Ghana in Ghana's political history because PhD for any idea be na ba ma moye. Ken ni PhD ni a vision a former juma. One on no ni PhD street knowledge no wisdom a betimi aboa MPs ministers government appointees in Omusro Kennedy Japan. So ono no ba ono obetime jeli obia obedi abantika obedi nsehunu ono ne message ono asende abano no okran and I send this message no do good evening.
Good evening sister Fia me kwacha kom
adum ozo e
nyanko pa adum aboko
mayentio
yo we there on the light note no Uncle Alfred amose Bawumia open Juma Kra now say online. Well, I think say all the 4 contestants, they are very great people. Being Alan, Kennedy, Dr. Bawumia, and I think one Addae Nimo also. I think say they are all great people. But I think say Dr. Bawumia and Anado, well, Oma Ibiara. Now, what I want to suggest is that one say time Obama and current president, Joe Biden, 8 years, strategically, also Hillary Clinton, every tricky Donald Trump, but unfortunately, and then Joe Biden, said no, he has to come back. So to me, I think say I would suggest say we have to think afar. And the present situation, I think say the signs are clear. Nanado and Dr. Bawumia, so I think say Kennedy is the one for the moment. Kennedy is the man for the moment. So let's give him a chance and let's also see what will happen.
On say feedback across. So say Kennedy is the man. Buama Pacho, good evening.
Good evening, Stephen. Bokodia.
Adum Pacho into.
Okay. Honestly, me demi who say Ken is the right man for the job. But system no MPP for nyina kwa kujina Bawumia chi. What I say? Kasemuni fine Kennedy was but you know party in power there. You know what I'm saying. Resources in nyina Bawumia chi. What I say? Bawumia mu bitu skama. Me de me pa de senka wudi omumi nu si wa to aba eka Ken will win. But all them Ghana so near politics. If a man come at the almost BBC BBC and come muska to influence them. What I say? Bawumia crop for ubuso masibia domuka Ghana card digitalization Ghana Bawumia economy beshema economy. If it Ghana card na come dena Ghana can home for Sunday.
Okay. Into what the offer said Kaupe Kennedy ba offer said Bawumia be winning.
Oh, you say if you're not where you cry or can say agriculture you're okay. This if you're Ghana or me if you're me Ghana, my two concrete or baby and so in rate me full concrete in him. What does it tell you? It tells you say the land is fertile.
Okay.
I didn't see any mechanized farming or feed the whole of Ghana near Africa. You bit very important, no.
Okay.
A bit more exporting now. Now the beer go free be bad nada sir. Over the come about me they are more digit.
Okay. You.
Well,
I now see baby. I say I'm the come about me they are losing and losing. Yeah, them boko baby. Willie, good evening.
Good evening, Steph. Be able to there.
Adomoso eh. Yenti why now shall be winning? Why no bet Ghana after 2028?
And I do any to say na kasa tintin bia me chia me nuan ma be kasa nyina. Kennedy and I yehwe nanim say nyame adoma obeden obeba no aba be boa ma adwuma akoso. Say de be ya ye nuan mo mo fie nso be nya bia ye den. Aye no mo nso mo nsa akọ ma no. Nti enye yi bia me bompa yesre delegate for ne say mo to aba ne nye den Emma Kennedy say de bibie ni a obefa tumi na ye de ekuta na bibia watimi aba be adwuma nti enye kasa tintin.
Now so no so say Ken na eko nya kasa tintin bia o ma ye adwuma no ground say we nti o mo nsrohwe. Bra Felix, good evening. Wafa Christopher me ba obam say who did nti we be ya no why steady am because ochina nko na hwa obi a record no do akwa akoto ba bia na fair fo bi o. Felix Bacho, good evening.
Fine, sister.
Bacho nti.
Me Bacho. You know, men kan omuhumbo die but I don't know the social pa no kure we have nipa mpe no kure. Eno ni ye problem no. Almost can but ono so no kura no. Omumpe no kure. Me mato about once e dey matter no. But this time around think me opportunity na ka meto aba making. Then can't show say me ko to am NDC because say no. The guy said is it 2010 ho baby kukuruku show so ena Chairman Sifatan Kure on Kuba from ye debate bi. Or say it's a fool who doesn't change his mind. Sifatan can or say fool until you fool no. We are born on this our and they have nothing to offer. From where did you mean? But nanka me ba show to say me pay nanka why verification be am because me share internet be who we be say IMF approve I program be wo. Omwei say 2024 there are countries 30 countries or more economy ebi move but we share more Ghana dinim why
Me check am why me check it information am
me share more Ghana dinim
Ghana ye dan why the program asinti no
Nigeria omoi ku kra no mo say omoi beko 11.1 Burkina Faso nyina di woni na say na edu ba bi kra na ku no kra kan fa so because so no ku na the economy bit move forward that means say we no everybody are Ghana here totally democracy we need about 55 democracy
okay
na it buga no from because Ghana general Ghana ni bia ti say there me kudura ban mo mi wia
Felix a lose hope crowd man brown ocean patriotina see my and ye papa nti we are no what na say ya nkofo record ya oba na wa ye mu ye kakra na ochina nkona obi recording no ko show video baby abun say wan hwe na bibia ko echo wa pastor patro good evening.
Good evening.
Patro nti o wan na ojiri so be wini.
Me feel say Bawumia be winning, but Ken no Bayet was a Ken a businessman. Na edwuma oba be ye obey dey separate no efi the business no. She said Donald Trump we no di ye hwe nyama bi ye o business be brave what creative edwuma be brave. But obey dey no be separate no hu efi ne edwuma no ode ni nyina be ma ne bana na obey dey. Yes obey so why ye obefa president nso mu no de aye ye nti ye hwe wo ye ba me dem say Bawumia be winning.
Okay now Bawumia against Mahama we ahwan na be winning.
Oh yeah break the 18 there you break it 8 no
Mo be mbetimi break it 8 no
be break it.
Okay yo of I sorry you're confident pa wo be mo say o be break it 8 no Mr. Christopher good evening.
Good evening, Vim.
Pacho also what do you think?
Good evening, sir. Free day one, Makase, se ko Bawumia pe NPP beko opposition. Share young share NPP mpanyinfo nyina honorable chairman sir. Who campaign ma by vice president Krana. Ni the way obeko na dan kwa buzia na just youngsters na ba nye dan kwa buzia no mo ne ayade no mo hwehwe. What the do bena share Chema Wokumasi won to me. Ono abeka the inti or support Bawumia or say NDC for beka say MPP account for nyina party. Just oni ade bia wo gyina so dia support ade no me dem fi say ye pese tam Bawumia di si ho ama nipa bi niema bi a wa ye no. But because omo say Bawumia was soft is that ye do be si on tie pe we eno na nto mo pray Bawumia ade na be si no. Enye Bawumia
over Christopher where you know
government has said them so many years and I said for months can we say for I say we better delegate to for we better delegates so no who say I'm part Bawumia kra na now do you can be wontie nti me anka say mo police abedeba de bia mo ka digitalization mo ka one district and so nyama ni nyina afeli you say this form say ade obo pani speaker say the one sema o kan nyina na besan bro nti me say ye hu say mine no the same pain for the crowd upa say Kennedy ba MPP you was strong message at the bema mama otena say 7 years in only message back on.
Okay yo over Christopher dem mo we delegate and asana mako Mahama ho why Mahama we chire Bandi me wo say person okasamba cho shirt bi share so why na ya na videos na kwa chire na wi ate no wote wan corner ba wi ase be bia obi ahwe why CNN no ni ade onyo mo ye virtual we ni bi but obi ye fine wan hwe ye pe ochina na na akora do good evening.
Good evening, Sophia. We did.
Election to go.
Oh, say you say it is your man on Nekasana, but me personally, I think that amongst the four now, I pass the two. Kennedy stands a chance of breaking the 8. Because Bawumia the way I know why me cry no why me he no. Say na na small mo. Papa. Oh, who say you? And some of the kind of the cast me there and yet some of the kind because over can exchange rate the same. So watch it dollar Jacoma ID. That's a neck. I could say I was at least over cast. Don't say we in any crafty. Your man okay kind of why no digitalization. And I'm not a branch of who can say digitalization. And no. We need to know the real effect on the people because Matisse said drones far and enroll the core hospitals near na sɛ saa drones ne kɔ na sɛ hospitals no nkurɔfoɔ no nyɛ sika mpo wɔn de bɛtɔ nduro no a anaasɛ ɛnɛ mekɔ kɔmfa no kyɛm aba Kumase no a me maame yɛ akaka mekɔhwɛɛ no na wohwɛ ward no a ebi mo te hɔ a wɔn kura wɔn drip ekura wɔn ɔde aseɛ eti wei no these are basic needs a sɛ yɛtumi nyɛ sika de tɔ nneɛma ma V8 ma minister.
Oh, Nana Claude, way in every sick. Bandy, Mamma, good evening, Yakwaba. Who can say free?
I'm more Kaswa.
Kaswa good. One out here, Famano.
Oh, mommy, we are simple. Majority of business people. And I hear to compare all the aspirants in can't stand store, Yes, can they stand it tall. So we are there, can be winning. Hands down. Yeah. Stick an short to Mumti, they should bring more to Kaswa. A short to.
I can stickers no.
Oh, yes.
What don't be a car?
Okay.
Oton stickers in
No.
the
But about my count, when people see, they want to find out where I got it and all that. So I think, yes.
But we are delegate.
That I'm a delegate, yeah. Me a floating voter. So I'm not Bawumia bar. I'm not now right, but I'll vote against Bawumia.
I see. Are you chrome in the crab to it, Yano?
No. Only Mahama, I don't have any hope in them, so they can't offer, they have nothing to offer us right now.
Bandy, Mammy, now as a for your honesty. Or no, if you know, by the Bawumia bar on to man, because only Mahama, me, anything to offer. Broche, good evening.
Even over if you are necessary.
Adam, Bajo you.
Yo, maybe I can meet me. I can say, Missia, and talk on that. Amba. I could answer to at this year. It's the mestre, Omo delegate. Now, so Omoba, who affiliate, so every claim say, Omo to about US, UK, so over to Aba. Omo have crown to crown young coffin. It's the agronepom. Miss Omo agronepom. Yes, you are be down. And your friend I be after. That's no man, yen and none more be woo. You did to be a necassa form. And then, what would US, what would UK? Because of a year at the papa, yenya, a free nanado, any Bawumia burn. Baby, I will be a it me, a verify who baby I will. Kennedy, you be a yen, I have a lesson. Wabua party no so aboa because me kai kufuo mre so na ma Kennedy be ye Kennedy kufuo na ma Kennedy be ye Kennedy
into the office say Kennedy is good but Bawumia should take the day me boy
that's Bawumia there me ada Bawumia so ma me ye president because nana do ho hi kra e be ma ya to atia Bawumia na emum no eye efie ntokwa se mo ahwe yi na fe wo be ye na fe Kennedy be e be wi ni na fe na all party say man kasa yi na say this na me se me there omo kasa yi because the alternative is empty Mahama say enko ye nkoko iti mu nu so ye leader mo so no na say mo ba na mo ba be tika na mo kasa mo ase mulimi amo ye dia na say o man ye leader so bi abi.
Okay.
Because Papa, you do not know the buy or sense and
Mahama Honasa, I would have my Yinata because Mahama, what I say into the movie November 4th. No, why you movie? Aaron Pacho, good evening.
Good evening. Yeah, me Gidi say Kennedy will need the capacity and the character to lead the nation. On the account say, you see, you can be a good manager, but it doesn't mean say you are a leader or you have the character to sustain the economic development of the nation. Somebody like Nkrumah was what? A leader. But we can have other people who are managers. Kennedy could be a manager, but not the leader. We are looking at somebody who has the character and also the spirit to drive development in a way it is not just to sustain the context that we are trying to just reproduce day in and day out, but we want something different on the table.
Okay.
From day one, the question is, industrialization. The question is, I want to employ youth. But the question is, how have you been able to implement these things in your own constituency? That's the question.
And they say, who do you think so? No, bet me I am okay.
At this point, the meaning is about me and I said Kennedy will be betting me. Just say, Akwe said, now no, we just need somebody. Okay. That is the problem. We just need somebody.
How about Mahama swear?
Mahama, dear, we have tried him So the question is now, Ghana, we should be thinking, say, what is the way forward?
Okay. Okay.
That is the question we should be asking ourselves. What is the way forward? Because we have the same people being produced day in and day out over the time period, the same category of people. These are all managers. This guy, this philosopher says we need the philosopher king, Plato, the philosopher king. The question is this: who is next?
Okay.
That's the question we should be asking now. So that's what I think.
Yo, mama now I see baby a run message out the boss. See, you Ghana, you thinking outside the box. Ismail, good evening.
Good evening, Isefia.
Ismail, mama too. One of the boy.
Me chawe tie fuina. Isefia. So if you want our contest ni ya, can me message delegate ni say. Wo mi say denti na yempen fun ministers na MPs na chairmans na what about me energy. Because by Ekufa do na abraba wa bona so far we wi sika na say one bob ni ye no pesa ba me baba kata kata sa anya no so.
I am saying one court be mo.
Yeah. Wo ma we dem achi wan asan. But when we say impenfu ni yema bia wa ya no so far embo youth no. Kennedy so ye follow no. Papa no kan kware. Enti me ye muslim na me gina no but me ko to abasi say me to am Kennedy. Because ba me ma obaka ma Mahama odi gu Mahama ni fi ana say ba obaka to Mahama no say economy say. Oba no economy yehu de eko. Enti sisi anu mpo na waka je digitalization oda abo no so ncho kasa mfa economy no. Na ke hu say no na wo de buy no on na wo kasa afa no nja I will find that digitalization. Ana mbo he. Enti youth no mesra youth how wa Kennedy wa kwa ma delegate no grassroots no yasra mo. Ya ga chene nyam no ya me pa yankop papa no be deliver.
Yo.
Medasi.
Ismail, mama now I see so no ekremoni but obeto amaken. Richard, good evening.
Evening, sir.
What do you think?
Me de sisi a baby of mine no madwene mu de Kennedy ani hia no. Because ya try say be man no ya try o match you see hia me man kasa. Hia me man na ebuman. Kennedy has always been consistent. Obi onim Kennedy de fitititi nyina no. He's been consistent.
Okay.
Or kan obeye. You see hia shake.
Okay.
Discipline also. And now to me call hospital. Just said ubi I had your pay.
Okay.
He will be able to me a train to my Maya Fayan to my pay efra. Okay. Kennedy all the way.
Okay. Richard, good evening. I say Kennedy all the way. Romeo, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Juana also route amano. Juana also obeti me assistant leadership na maye.
Yeah, Bawumia and can Agyapng here. Yes, or more for the other more my Ghana, but the woman say Bawumia and a bewin. So what I say, can Agyapng do be an anya.
Ose Kennedy Japan say we who's award do pa say you na freeze am account o camera no cry. Brother Daniel. Doc, good evening.
Good evening, Sophia.
Is they say you actually leaders. What do you think?
My opinion say some very nsuru na nadoa. Na nanti the money din shemra say going forward. You better the 1 year as individual. When given the chance, assemblyman and now say district assembly, DC and as MP, what did you do in your own constituency?
Okay.
Because my I am say Kasan Edos Ubika and my way. Let's take Nanado as a case study again. I know you're a human rights lawyer. I know you say incorruptible. I know you say Kasan Etoyenina. Now, so a true say also opposite of what we had. The Magiam said, going forward, you bay Kasa ya talk about Bawumia, and I can a young who said there is empirical evidence that Chere said, Yako Asina, can I say, Bawumia, why you be say, you plenty Bawumia Bray, so I economics. And with Dr. Bawumia,
I can't say, Omumi and into Opajas will be anya when you chrome. Second,
but you may be the point, but you may be the point. Indeed, me who say, your expectation no ye nyenru ho yet obiaba okasa saa no amai when your position no na vedi as odidi atem ase o twayempoa so magwiem say going forward no you hwɛ de why na your constitution so you're tweaking it kakra send your the executive will not be that powerful to manipulate every aspect of the economy.
Okay.
In the yes, sir. And mom there's within MPP, you know, see a candidate there. And yen choose obia ne who any asema or empirical evidence obetimi LED na obebuye.
When Dr. Kotoni Addae Nimo ne Bawumia ne ken what's our empirical evidence no.
If I have to choose, then I will choose minima denimo. Papa, but in comment choosing the first. Now me they can I am support. I am the vice presidential candidate for the MPP. Why do I say that? Me nya sure say obi betimi aka de mu asemboni bia owodimpa a ohwe ade wa ye no okonanim. Inti obetimi Dr. Bawumia na me ni I don't have trust in him. Because our PhD, yes, I have a PhD too. I don't have problem with the certificate and I'll go school. But Okasa be bridge and now we will move from importation to whatever to
taxation to production. Taxation
yes,
to production.
Yes, you bet $1 not to them. I mean, and same be but look at where we are as a country.
Okay.
The minimum there, a coming go idea, member NPP for Bawumia, Emma, minimum so never winning. I don't have any problem against the NPP. Minimum so very winning. Minimum so very winning. But
when you emphasis as I know the program into don't you to us next week. I think Bawumia be winning, but why Ghana. And in an appear away homework or the mamma no doc so or you're a Greek expert or no see a doctor can say or say Bawumia you win you be winning, but on to me more Ghana or mine in the long run. The person on the part more final comment na you fancy and say but I know what they say. We need a piece, you know.
That'll be easy.
Okay, easy. Now, what are you saying? And I would also cancel so.
Oh, okay. Now, I can say, I'm saying, Ghana, if we can develop the nation, I think, say, Honorable Kennedy Japan can. Yeah, youth need the atoya dream, because me America, me share senior America economy a grow. Ɛne sɛnea mpanyinfoɔ no wɔn dwen ɔman no ho ama yɛfiri Ghana yɛba yɛtumi nyɛ adwuma yɛ ne adeɛ a only politicians sɛ ɔwɔ Ghana yɛfo sɛ youth no yɛwɔ gyidie wɔ ne mu no ɛne Mr. Kennedy Japan because why am I saying that asɛm bi a waka na ɔyɛ na Ghanafoɔ no wɔn sɛ yɛmpɛ no korɛ nti obi a ɔkasa bebree no yɛfo so ɔkasa but ɔkasa no let's be realistic here say asɛm bi a ɔka no ɛnyɛ no kora na ɛna yɛhwɛ MPs a wɔwɔ parliament yi nyinaa sɛ obiara tumi bie one factory koraa wɔ ne constituency a I think sɛ saa unemployment nsɛm a yɛkeka yi before sɛ anka ɛnni hɔ ɛbɛkɔ fam sɛ ɛnkɔ ayi koraa no a ɛnyɛ te sɛ nea sisi a ayɛ a youth yi edi saka wɔakyi ɛne that kind of nneɛma no ɔho so we feel sɛ yɛn mpanyinfoɔ no they are not thinking about the future. They are just thinking about neomubedi and neck. So as you because I need youth the kind of crowd. That's what we see. Obi akwa bema or kofumbi. Or yen near man in Sabeka Biama or no man in a bushina. But on many or minor compared to other nations, you know.
Yeah, I'm not to wrapping up, mommy.
Yo, inti may stress the delegates, no, Omonto Abanuma honorable Ken. You did even move it. Yes.
I mean, no, I see baby of 80. Brad George, and then me for be an eye not to come, me for penalty.
I remember that what to continue. Good evening.
Good evening, not then.
Namanadum.
The 2 weeks, one I shank, and one I want to man.
Well, I shall may senior man be a Canadian phone.
Okay.
Because this is a very shot, the Yorkasana, Obotumoye, because was it?
Casa, they would have Casa Yatibido.
No, this if you no, Meta so, but on the way, no, like. Also challenging no be but I challenge you so like oh yeah the corner see when then me take any program do case been like oh yeah like or dream ahead of me who they me patch on like abadwen na no adekono onyim no ono wa adwen da da onyim adekono because man pom mo Germany but am me road since am police steel plant no am me pede me sa so me yere mo kwanere school 3 years na mo ko sua de what bed metals no na me den na me de banedwem ho because
na be yedwuma ho no pede believe in innovation no pa
me believe in innovation because in the day me see any program na no wa come simple no me pede we me hwehwe no na me discuss 1 2 and I'm a programmer also me your Germany na e chede motum na ide musum na mo boni company e chede wide we grow in time me believe they no be ba obia no like
but nkofo kade Bawumia ni win at nkofo pi work kade extra ground Kennedy Japan to me win Bawumia na no bo win I tell no so wadwen your
on the opposition do work to be frank me I mean Bawumia win na me Muama because I don't know say who fundamental na America exchange do be exposed from €4 to 12 from 4 cities to 12 cities. Big difference. Almost 100% difference. Into the best thing there, delegates was always used to an agent. If you are Okumo, they be a fight more. Into them time also why then watching and you never know. Nekas no kasamo no. One kasakwa into also watching bibi don't know. If you anything,
I mean, no, I George. Also, mo de ma Bawumia dia is apia. Mama final comment. Also, mo de mo fa Bawumia ba dia ni obeto ama NDC.
Afia me da si bebrebe. Am say e nuanom bebrebe frɛ no nyina dodo na frɛfrɛ amanon ne ade. Na me gidi se wo mo ai wo hos na me te se me nua bi ka se MP bia bi district factory ba ko wɔ ne constituency a e bia anka be kriti adwuma. Eno kre ba me gidi se senators na wo America ne other European countries no onko bisa se omudwumadie pa omudi wo ho ne sei. Enyina ye ntia se ye build oman no ye build system no eno na oman no ni nyina so ebegyina so di etu anamon enyina ye primpuntuo but ye nhwe se ye be hyehye enema no yie so ho dodo na kasa nyina wo hwe om age bracket no a I think between 35 40 45 mostly omo di nkomo na ye ni omo di nkomo nyina na ye within the age bracket of youth ameti o masi yi papa so ho but ye nhwe se ye nisua kakra ye sua na research kakra na kire se sabi America na omote ye nyina amanfo tu kwan koba no eye emre mfinhia bebrebe ene ede enisuade hunu bi ku kwan mu chichire including industrialization technology agriculture ene enema bebraye nyina ye finsi ebetimi de aye no nti ye nyina ye nti ase Ghana bebe ye dru sesia no na obi kan say ye inflation IMF for some list countries be a Ghana din enka ho. I can tell him say just last week and IMF they report by say the growth of Ghana's economy as it stands it is so positive say they are very much optimistic say even though we are under the IMF program the next release of $600 million it means we are on the positive grounds with the IMF prediction omo ayini ye baby aye wono ye koyenim met me akansi su bia se ye nyina ye nka se enema aye fefefe aye pepepe amayam obi ani agida bi nanso yewura na Dankwa Akufo-Addo ene yewura Mahmoud Bawumia na montu omatuo amamuo enimu oman no nchichire nyina no enema ekoyie ye hwe samre ya ba bi wo mu ya afia no be ya adwene ebia America wo sisi ayi no nema bi a mie bi ebia na oto no be $20 no ene wo beto no bi a be almost $100 e kire se affect ba bia ebe se afi kakrani minya akwanya ekopiemu ewo India samre na udru India na dollar as at the time na 7.5 about 1.5 years or so ago need 2 years and I mean okay say you go India dollar rate ewo India is hovering around 12 cedi as the same as Ghana is hovering around 11.5 to 12 cedi a global issue and unti the ametima kan kire ye nyina ya yetie en say enema
landing to your time so nti da be na Bawumia be address Ghana for ne delegates because nkofo kan kasa da be na be to kasa
nyame ya dum a 4th November eye Saturday we na awotwe so hono me ne wo kasa nto abo no oguso a odi be kwa wie nyame adum a Friday we na awotwe na obewie na wakoto naba enti ye nyina ye wa rehye say after that no ye to aba ne wie na say ye wura mamu of course me adweme ne wo ye minim ye say ye to aba ne wie pe message ho no de baba betudwa ye ka say onam nyina no wo hye n'ani suade hunu ema say delegate for no na once we anu aka say yenye internal one wie ansa ne akofesi mahama me gidi ye say samre no duru so a sania ne hihye ye tie n'ani suade hunu tie no wo de baba betudwa na nyina yo na nya meka twato ne say fia ye wura kene de Japan wo ye NPP ni ma papa wa ye djuma ye wura Akoto se papa agric minister omu nyina ye bi Addae Nimo they are all qualified people omu lead party no eyeye mesre se ye nyina ye mfa kasapa kasa ho tie obuo ni ani die ema obi a esanse ye wie pe achita for ni omu hunu ni ye wura kene Japan woni ye wura Mahmoud ba obi antem no ayonkofa pa wo ho omu di nkomo ebre bia omu di nkomo enti yenhwe se yen ya eta chiri no yenfa sebe ya no kasa na enkoyi eka ema yenye me da wase bebrebe
na ati department pacho final comment but you pay this way chocolate drink if you have remo whoever will win because that's the man na communicators mo ye no enye better sa e was mo am share better this way chocolate drink yi be boxes na mo chema mo nkofo ni communicators na no pe bia so a wotwa bi na wano cause kase ye pra media for no kase adwuma tumi kasa na ube wie na mfe no mfe nyina anya better nti mo ya de enne say matra about 3 hours na nyina mo pardon mama your final thoughts
if you the can answer na make me round up no mama na menua na piase and I wish to say the communicators of Dr. Bawumia, if they are able to adopt the humility and the way he makes his presentation, and I will try to listen in and sema eba. In fact, and then he has demonstrated a different kind of a Bawumia support to me.
Thank you.
Of course. I have to be clear. In fact, some of the communicators supporting Bawumia, sometimes they are posturing the arrogance, the demeanor that they present themselves, as if say all other candidates, including Agyapng, they are just a waste of their time in this context. But I have really appreciated the way Aminiano are communicating, and I have to give it to him on that. I wish the others will learn from him because say but not programs na me kasa say na make kasa your coalition there's nowhere unity in my term. But if you listen to some, you feel they want to even split the party. But if we are nipa na ono ne kind of once and boni mom react here na for. So thank you, my brother. I mean, I have enjoyed the conversation with you.
I appreciate it.
The meka edi around the apefia. Contest, there are some perceptions that inform people's decision, right? So say there's a looming kind of a disaffection. Oh, say the party, Addae is now controlling the party, dictating to the party. There's a perception, say, there was once a statement from one of the NPP stalwarts, so the family is behind Dr. Bawumia, and by inference, the family, we know where that is coming from. There is a perception that, are we going in for a kind of a sweat road declaration, but in a refined form, where all the leadership, everybody is raising the hand of one particular candidate? There's another perception that the exit of Agyapng, the exit of Alan Kyerematen were all as a result of a Nimo people who are seen to be championing the cause of one candidate. If you say, some of these perceived Nimo, it tells you, say, if you come to the MPP now, there is a seeming disconnect between the grassroots that have this perception as against the leaders and the big boys who also see the other way. And I said this contest is more like The big wigs trying to do a refined pseudo declaration, and a grassroots trying to do their own kind of pseudo declaration.
Almost your revolution.
Exactly.
On the
certain way, then the basis so a certain way. Whichever way or whichever revolution trumps over the other. I always say, Kennedy Japan will be no NPP in say Kennedy Japan. And Kennedy Japan will always prefer an NPP president to any other party president, because he will be better off within an NPP president than an NDC president or any other party. So Kennedy Japan will not be the person to split the NPP because Ebiawa win it. But like said, in that spirit, you say you free November 4th, the party will come out stronger.
Okay.
And then
in the unforeseen circumstances, when we are undivided, that's what you are saying. He will not be the catalyst to divide party, no.
If you are Kennedy Japan, a core northern partner, he's always to say he is for unity. He stands for unity. So Dr. Bawumia he will support. But then sometimes he adds a caveat to it, say ye be free and fair. Now Obianko intimidate you, be then you will all come out as one. But ansana mekod, if you are last, and this will be my last statement. There is a seeming perception, say a beefy say assembly can Japan can or north say some party chairman took cash and money. Any idea a beefy say kofan to quite ye in my mind. If you are Kennedy Japan will not say idea only evidence. I can give you Miami constituency as an example. Just last week, Miami constituency chairman went around and told the constituency delegates, say he had a pickup from Dr. Bawumia. He had money from Dr. Bawumia. He mentioned the money. You are on radio, I can't mention the money. The constituency chairman now, because I can't share young MPP for your constituency. So your man pick up, your man is ska, or bosika needing. Other constituencies. Daddy, missing your hearsay. Make the guy is there.
Oh,
if you are missing the panel, constituency chairman, no told waka, and that's will be that cancer. No, but that does not infer, sir.
30 seconds.
But that does not infer, sir. Obia had the same thing, right? The idea about where other delegates say, okay, so this car, no, is it a car? The ambassador, you find your party, Juma, and now in the events of November 4th, but chairman, because of me, the man, me as a chairman, because now say me got to a back and my candidate, a media person. Say a party, yes, say a debate.
Hello, Padmo. Well, Padmo in a freezy, so I don't know why a freezy. But Nanapia, much mama party chairman because just a brief point.
If you Andra Mahmoud Bawumia stating categorically say, my party chairman be a sika, and my party chairman be ansuka. Mahmoud Bawumia will volunteer groups across the country, including Friends of Bawumia. Sankrofo nyina no omukutekuta different pickups omode ye adwuma and Crawford voluntarily and donate the support to the campaign. Sabin Preduasan Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia yebe nyina jitum say is very much credible. O kana semwa onimnia oka, or a very firm, or very focused. And Onkoma Obia Sikabia. So almost Maka Masika. Minua yika say enka kwanya no betima bodin no abosika no emfa woni so oti radio so now so raise allegation so and this all raise allegation now won't mean substantiate this allegation no dia. It's better you don't raise it. It's a basa now you are conjecturing, and I think say it doesn't help. If you are made a sibebrebe nyamenka ho nyamenhira na the president delegate omunyina nkoto aba no fama Yewura Mahmoud Bawumia yenim say NPP e ya kono party a emu ye hwam emu ye fe me nua pad ma me dase ene abaso bo me nso so me hwa wa ho brase ene se nya wo ye wadwuma no na mo ya kasa kire me nua Alex Kwaku tete em se dubre bi allegation ni bi o raise it doesn't have any Samira Bawumia Samira oni evidence that's
no ababe yi na no e wa asembie mu ntie patcho some things we can't vouch for anyone. Okay. You was just 30 seconds because your time
okay, 30 seconds. The issue of congestion, I'm not conjecturing. Me say the constituency chairman now say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Aman Pika or board Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah, but pardon, to be fair, Obibo be dia and also nye evidence.
Oh, if you are
I'm just
I don't say also me pa also me pa makes me a buska. Me buska he said Dr. Bawumia Yamano Dr. Bawumia Emano pick up an man sika of 30,000 Ghana cedis. I don't know in a nimso campaign for Dr. Bawumia. I won't come here and lie. Because on one delegate.
Chairman, but no make him say scan away because so far this is audio recording. I say they now about me.
I won't sit here and lie.
Ghana.
I won't sit here and lie. Me chairman. Me that will be chairman.
Anyway, I don't think so. You reckon Japan say 100,000. Can the Japan your boss say 100,000? And then they also 30,000. I mean, you see, look at it very clear. How we are going now.
Me chairman say, me say. It depends on me say. So
next week I better to us because from now to see November 4th we'll be doing this to find out. I need various delegates back. Mamina was it. Media papa name and anapia Jakopon show so. I didn't go in another for name Paul. Mr. Boatin, Pacho, Miss Samuel, away the Monfancham. We are time needing next week. Jakopon Yadma Monday, Mumbedi Kai and San will be about why. Into Miss Samuel, Monfancham, Mobonam Fancham, we are time as a producer about me. I was for Mamina Munina Massam. There will be a cat this way chocolate drink. Don't hear any issue share. And I do what's nothing. No, I enjoy a program now. Just say I don't cut this way. Into minyam fama wono ochina no pakoto this way back. Twagu nsuom say yensuo hye wom eno an enjoy mame wate uwi akasugu so say this way chocolate drink do here any nsuo hye mema refi so say beer de eno an club so nim say beer de eno an club omo ye promotion utobia de eti no so number bi ho just text it o text ko a ubetimi win 10,000 Ghana cedis ko ma hye and obi so be ma sika no I want na wa sika no fast what I say ubenum bia sa abu free sa de mpatwa ne nom na ji hu sika bia omode be ma hu number na just text ko star 899 star 9 hash star 899 star 9 hash no I do 10,000 Ghana cedis kroma yeshi ubetimi dia starting business here obtia for me fast that case be mama enko mama producer so Mr. Kojo Hansen yakopon sha good job DOP e di bedi akọ papa ya bo no ba se ojina naso still adwumande obey di bedi akọ yakopon sha mu nyina se mu join the program me di my high life radio ni Naspa radio and Kings Jersey radio Migachu FM okukrentu me musi ya damasi adamfo pa media so for live wo Belgium and France abrochi me thank you so much so mo join here from you nya chesa abrochi for mo dwene Ghana ho so every day you are ready say mo be join here na mo de mo adwenche aba yakopon ya adoma Monday ye beto asompacho FM efia poku avim dedi yakopon sha mo nyina say na mo join the program no on say me bo video bi che mo na eye Ghana lithium no ase me share mo we akoda mo me empire ne anwene Ghana lithium. This is Ghana Agyapng. Let us all ask questions about Ghana Agyapng ne beko akosisen
negotiations as I've indicated. We concluded an agreement with Atlantic Lithium for the exploitation of lithium in Ewoya in the central region of our country. And today, I am happy to report through you to the country on behalf of the President and his government that we are granting to the company, Atlantic Lithium, a mining lease to commence the construction of the mining of lithium in our country. For the avoidance of doubt, this is the first lease granted for the mining of lithium in our country. This is going to be the first lithium project in Ghana. and distinguished guests, the lease we are signing today, I should emphasize, differs from our standard mining lease. Standard mining lease we've been signing for many years in respect of gold, manganese, bauxite, and other known minerals in our country is fundamentally different from the one we are going to sign today. And as I've explained, this is because of the policy approved by Cabinet, which is to say that green minerals are to be treated differently. And if you want, for want of a better expression, the mistakes which were made in the past, in the past, will not be repeated with respect to the green minerals of our country. And so the lease we are signing today, as I've indicated, among others, has innovative provisions such as, and I'll list them copiously, such as 1, an increase in royalties rate from the standard 5% to 10%. The company will therefore pay 10% royalties on all minerals mined. 2, an increase in the state-free carried interest from 10% to 13%. Government will therefore hold 13% shares in the company, which we will not pay for, but will be entitled to dividends and other rights. 3, an additional government participation through the acquisition of shares. Thus, in addition to the 13% shares, government, through the Minerals Income Investment Fund, MIF, will acquire additional 6% shares in the mining company and 3.06% shares in the